Let's go!
Welcome back to another episode of the Reggies. Last one before the Chrissy break. You're here with three blokes who could have been anything but decided to have fun instead. Bulk cricket to cover today, boys.
Fuck
obviously.
yeah.
With the Adelaide test wrapping up in 1.5 hours. And, yeah, 3 more test matches to look forward to. It's 1-1, evenly poised. Cannot wait. We'll talk a bit about athletics superstars that we've got coming up.
Yep.
Through the ranks. Bit of biffing. And, yeah, like I said, this will be our last sort of weekly sports show for the year.
That's right. The up-to-date ones, eh?
We got 3 sort of specials that we recorded probably, about a month ago.
Yeah, something like that.
It was Derby Day.
Yeah,
So,
a couple of cricket ones and a one on the footy and the AFL. And
Yeah, yeah.
Just talking about our
Favourite times.
favourite eras.
Reminiscing.
Old special moments from the cricket, from
That's
the
right.
Ashes and from Australia versus India series, from
Yeah.
Border Gavaskar Trophy series.
I think we're releasing that first, aren't we?
Yeah,
That
we'll
one?
release that one first, so that'll be probably next Wednesday.
I'm
or
very
something.
glad that we won before that come out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were worried that
There's
we
a fair bit
would
of
be done.
5-0 chat
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, it was.
And look, if we didn't win in Adelaide, you might have thought we were talking about 5-0 the other way.
Yeah.
But nah, it's good. I really enjoyed doing them. Talking
No, it
about
was good.
Early
And now
2000s.
It allows us to wind down a bit.
Yeah.
just
Well, I
like
think you have
everyone
that
else.
little bit of a spell and you come back just fresh. You know how a pony just gets to the end of its
Yeah,
prep?
it's-
It's still putting in. It just needs a little spill.
You go to the-
spell. Big G. Wow.
Well, that's like
Frothy.
perfect.
That's a big fucking ice cream
Big
tub.
afro.
Coming over the top. Anyway.
anyway.
But yeah, it just needs a little spell. So we'll go to the paddock, but we've prepped.
Oh, and
boys.
we will go to the paddock.
Oh, I may have entered the paddock about 5 weeks ago prematurely.
Oh yeah. Actually, I gate crashed the Hackers Chrissy party. The
On
golf
Saturday
boys,
night.
yeah.
I did hear about
Actually,
it.
Pedro and Rocket. It was us two and another lad last fucking sitting around.
Pedro's a stayer.
sitting around the area there.
Who,
with,
Jackie Taylor?
No, he
I
went
saw
a
him
little
on
bit earlier.
Sunday at Yachty's.
Everyone hooked in though.
Yeah,
it was
I
a
heard
good
it
time.
was big. Pedro was busted.
The
up
old
on
boys,
Sunday.
the old boys setup he's got out there is really coming along. He's got that outside area with the little the green set up.
Dude,
for
yeah,
the
he's got a
chipping.
bunker and everything
Yeah,
too.
he's got
apparently.
the bunker set up.
Bloke knows how to groundskeep.
Yeah,
we know that.
And he's done his whacker packed like the crusher dust sort of down, and he put just a layer of sand over it, so it was a real slow green, but it sort of pulled up when you chipped on it straight away.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Then he'll whacker pack that down eventually and put some AstroTurf sort of set up down.
That's
But
prime.
mate, it was just prime. Like there was close to the pins. Amoy got a hole in one.
Really?
So first time everyone was using it, they christened it with a
Fucking
hole
hell.
in one,
Nice.
which you can imagine the eruption.
Oh, big time.
It was just great.
That
though.
would have been-
Walk
there's a
over,
lot-
shot. Everyone just chirps you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of piss at those parties because
Mm.
the amount of penalties and forfeits each year, like any time, so they play like throughout the whole calendar year.
yeah.
And any time it doesn't make it past women's tees,
Yeah.
bang, that's a carton or a bottle.
Yeah.
So they would have had, I don't know how many, at least
Oh,
fucking
mate.
15, 20, just from that alone.
Are
let
they
alone
playing
the money
every
they
Saturday?
put in every Sunday.
It was actually good because the old boy took it out, actually, the trophy for the year.
Oh, did he end up
And-
winning?
Yeah, and he ended
Fucking
up
hell.
winning a bottle of rum, and he done drink.
He done drink rum.
So I said, fucking next of kin cunts.
Yeah, I'm in the mill.
But anyway, we ended up tipping it all out, and everyone just drilled it straight.
Yeah.
So,
Birdie
nice.
whiskey.
yeah, but no, it was a great time anyway. That was on Saturday.
That's good fun. I had one of the reggiest Saturdays. Friday was golf day. We had a work Chrissy party golf day, sorry. So we knocked off early. Second Christmas party of the year because I'm an apprentice, you get to rotate through multiple crews. So I went, I'll go to that one as well.
Crew whore.
Crew haul. And we ended up winning the golf. It was 4-man Ambrose, shot 1 under over 9 holes. But that was just a bonus. Went to the Tav, blind, cricket on. How, like, obviously it's a lot newer to me. I don't know if yous have done it much, but going to a pub and just watching cricket, like a day-nighter at a pub, like it's footy, but it's just on all the fucking time.
Yeah,
I love
I love
it. Constantly, you just look up and you just hear,
Something's going.
A few blokes just screaming, we got him.
It's
and
a
we were
good
bowling
time
too.
of day too.
Yeah,
Be
exactly
there.
right. So that was fucking prime. And then Saturday morning, wake up, very, very sore. And one of my mates, Bill, texts me. He goes, "Hey, how does laying in a pool all day watching cricket sound?" I went, "That sounds pretty fucking awesome." So
Trav got his 100 too.
it was. We got there. I had the high hopes of Marnus to get to 50.
same.
There was a lot. We survived the night and get there at 2 o'clock. I enter the pool. I don't leave the pool. I kid you not, I did not get out of the water until 9 p.m. 7 hours.
got wrinkles
just
on him.
wrinkled up little prune.
Just made the level go up.
Oh, it was one of the, a lot of piss.
Yeah.
Actually, I went and done a bit of work Christmas partying probably a week and a half ago. Did you? Wasn't good. I'm not going to even go into detail, but
Yeah.
you've heard it. Someone sent Quinn something.
Oh, yeah.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, we should play it.
Do you reckon we should play
Oh,
that?
for sure.
Just when you said
Just
Christmas
keep
party,
yarning.
I was
Just
like,
keep
oh,
yarning and I'll find
I've
it.
actually got a quick one while Quinn's looking. You should have seen Pedro and I looking like a couple of dead set
you
rag.
emailed it to me, Quinn.
Looking like a couple of dead set rag cutters at that Christmas party. We were blind and he had his caravan and he needed a 15 amp plug to put his aircon on.
Yes.
And we're like, well, there might be one in the power box. We'll find the power box. So we went on a mission, found the power box, and it's round the front of the old boy's driveway. Do you know he's got that side driveway?
Yeah.
How it goes all the way down the back?
Yeah.
That's where Pedro's van was. And we had to go around to the power box. But we went and checked if it was a 15 amp plug. And we both looked at it and went, yeah. Yeah. No, it looks like it's 15 amps, yeah. And then fucking went back round. Took the van in the car around, down into the other driveway,
it wasn't,
pulled it
obviously.
around, unrun it. No. She's a 10 amp. So,
Just a
so then
standard.
do about a 16-point fucking turn, get back out. Everyone's like, what are you cunts doing? I'm like, nothing.
What was it, an hour ordeal at least?
Probably about 40 minutes, but it was a good mission. It's just when you're pissed and you're just on a mission. You're like, no, we'll do it.
You
mate."
just lock the
We'll get her
fucking,
in.
you're adamant. You're
Yeah.
like, we'll make this fucking work.
Yeah.
So anyway, that was us.
Now, before this fucking gets played,
Yep. I got it whenever you want.
I blacked. This was the first time in a long time I blacked out. Like, as in the last probably 4 hours. This was after the fucking Scotty Claridge Memorial Day. Early start into
Yes.
absolutely should not have gone to the work do.
This
Like,
could have
should
been,
not
do you know
have
how
gone.
we talk about the grope and knockout clock where you get knocked? This could have been it.
Nah,
Yeah.
but I wasn't even in that.
Oh, weren't you? You
I
weren't
was-
chirpy. You were
I
just
was
blind.
just so like I blacked out. I don't remember the last
You were
three to 4 hours is gone.
The dying hours of the golf day was really like you've said it yourself, that period where it's like, we either love you or they
Yeah,
hate
that was
ya.
the crescendo.
It was.
and then it's all
When you just hang
gone,
out
like,
the back and wait for you to get cowed.
Honestly,
shot.
man, I woke up on the Saturday morning in the spare room, aircon blasting, windows open, door open.
Yes.
To the
At least
wife
you made
just
it
going,
home.
Wife going, what are you doing in here? And I just went, I have no idea. Like I did not have a fucking clue.
Wow.
Anyway, this is what happened. I went out in a pair of pluggers, by the way.
Yeah, g'day fellas. Just been out at the reef and down in Bowie's for quite Friday night because I've got to be responsible because I have work tomorrow. Walking back down to my car after the reef and I seen this drunk cunt fucking asking to buy me fucking shoes off me. And I'm like, yeah, righto, bruss, how much you offering? He's like, $100. I'm like, yeah, copy. Fucking take 'em, brother. Fucking groper. Just bought me shoes off me for $100 so he could get into fucking Bowie's, the dumb cunt. Are you kidding?
Hungy.
So I checked my fucking account and I've stitched him up and given him 50.
Oh, well.
Size 11s, but Nike fucking SBs. I've been wanting a pair of them for a while.
So they're a
perfect.
good shoe.
More than happy to trade my thongs back for them, though.
Yeah. Well,
And
at
the
least you
money.
didn't trade $50 for a pair of like volleys or something. Like
Nah,
that could have
they're
been a bit
Nike
worse.
fucking SB
Yeah, so-
black ones.
So did you look like a lad?
You would look
were they, when you
sick.
went in, were you like Shayan?
No,
with
you've
those
got a
shoes?
pair.
Are
like
they?
The, you know, like
They're just like a
the-
Nike skate shoe. They're
Yeah.
very
They're like a normal
plain and
Vans,
simple.
Oh,
but they're the
sweet.
Nike
No, I
ones.
thought you were talking about like the runners. So you're
Oh, you got a big set of
like you were
TNs
doing
on.
the
No.
Doing a big
But you know
fucking
what I said to the boys from work? I said they should not have let me in, man. There is no way. And
Well,
then
that was very
someone-
irresponsible
Someone
of them.
goes, "Oh nah, I remember that now. The fella you bought the shoes off walked up to the people on the door and said, "Fucking let him in."
Really?
I just went, okay,
What a
that's how I
legend.
got in.
There you go.
They must be very lenient lately because that night when we went out, Tom and I literally
Baby
baby
giraffe.
giraffe
Oh, that was-
like 50
yeah.
meters up the road, and they still went, here you go.
But did you have your memory? Because
I
that's
remember
the
falling
worst.
over.
The worst part
I don't remember
for me,
I don't remember getting in.
I
just
don't
remember
care
being
about
in.
carrying on like a wanker.
No, I'm the same,
Wanker
Grover.
on the piss,
Yeah,
whatever.
same.
Who cares? But if I forget something, it's all good.
Mm.
But when there's hours missing,
Just I was patchy
it's
from that
not
night.
good.
Like I went and got a haircut last week and the week before, and sitting down, and she's talking about like she's been my barber for about 8 years, and she's talking about her Christmas parties and my Christmas parties. And she's like, "Yeah, I think we're doing ours at Lightbox. I like Lightbox. Remember when I saw you at Lightbox the other weekend?" And I went. Yeah, I do. She's like, yeah, and I was like, oh fuck. I was waiting for her to just be like, oh yeah, you were fucked in
Well,
the
mate,
head.
that's when you know it's just coming into that time of year. Because my last one was at pub golf, where I don't fucking remember from
Yeah,
yachties.
we've had a few blank.
it's been a big
moments.
month.
Yeah,
and
it
we're
has.
coming
It's been
into a bigger
huge.
one. Let's talk about the
We should be
cricket.
proud of our efforts, though.
I am.
First of all, I want to say thank you to the Adelaide crowd. Well done to them because they got 33,000 people in there on day 3 and the game went for an hour.
Yep.
Hour and a half, I think it was all over on day 3.
Yep.
And they still got 33,000
'Cause they
in
knew
there,
we were gonna
which
win.
is more than Perth got on day 1. I'm off Perth. I don't know what the fuck they're doing over
don't
there.
like it.
Why does no cunt go?
It's too far away. It's not even.
The locals, mate. Anyway, they'll pack out a Scorchers
Yeah, but
game.
they're
but
Western
they won't go
Australians.
to
Like,
Test.
what are they? I don't know.
Too much
Just-
dry.
I miss,
They just-
I
I
miss
don't
the
know.
Wacker. Like Perth's
Yeah.
Optus Stadium is such a cool modern stadium. They're trying to emulate the MCG
For footy.
Exactly, but I miss the Wacker.
Yeah.
Have WA got their thing that's their thing? Like, you know, Queensland, New South Wales have got some shit that people put to them. What's WA?
AFL.
What is it? That's
Yeah.
their big
Yeah.
thing.
Fucking oath.
So
Sure.
cricket's, they're just trying to be like.
Well, they
Nah, they're
just
big on
love
cricks too.
2020.
yeah,
They
right.
go and pack
Yeah,
the
that's-
Scorchers
yeah,
out.
yeah,
but
that's a good
great
call.
point.
fuck them.
Yeah.
135,000 over 2.5 days is a huge effort.
Wasn't
from
the
Adelaide.
Saturday
Fuck yeah, go
like
Adelaide.
51,000?
I think they got 50
sold
there
it. Oh,
on the
cunt.
Saturday.
How
That's
cool
awesome.
is the fucking hill?
Yeah.
Just seeing the hill just completely packed. The sun is setting like when it's a
We
day
gotta go
nighter
there.
as well.
Yeah, we've got to go.
Man, I would love to
We
do a day
must
nighter
go.
there. Fuck prime.
Huge performance from the Aussies too.
Oh,
like
mate.
that what happened there is exactly what could have happened in the first test
Yep.
if we played the last session how we did.
Showed a bit
exactly
of
what I
grit
thought.
and
Yeah.
fucking lasted.
That's right, because the pitch was great for batting. Obviously, it wasn't awesome for batting because only one bloke fucking made runs.
Yeah.
Well, Marnus made 60 odd, which was awesome to see as well. How good was it just manifesting that?
Oh,
just going, fucking, let's get
even
behind
seeing
him
old
here.
Mick Swingy just
Yeah.
get through that session
Yeah.
and get a start.
He
Like,
got
that's-
a life, like he got
Yeah, I
dropped,
know.
Yeah.
and like that was exactly what we needed. Because if he gets caught there, Smith's got to come in, and it's like, righto, here we go,
He's-
hold on.
Yeah.
But that was exactly what we needed, was that little bit of luck to go our way.
And the
then-
rub of the
yeah.
green. We talked about, like you said in that first test, how much a game can be set up and how India almost won it in one innings because we survived that
One
night.
session.
In one session, exactly. And we survived that night and fucking went 1 for 86 or something into Saturday.
Yeah.
How high were the towels?
Mate,
like,
yeah.
I went Saturday morning just thinking, holy
Mate,
fuck.
even at the start of
if
the
we
game.
were 4-far, we were fucked.
Even at the
Yeah.
start of the game, Jace, we were all talking about Starkey with the pink ball. You had that bet on. I had the kids. I had 3 of them in there, the 2 twins and Evie. They just didn't give a fuck. But I was just like,
Really?
here we go. Here we go, kids. Fire up. I'm like, I've got to take a
Yeah.
video of the first ball. Got him plumb. I'm like, ah! And they're looking at me like something bad's happened or whatever. And I'm like, yeah! Like just going on.
I hope they remember that in years to come. You can tell them. I
It
remember
was great. Plum.
I think it was 20.
fucking plum, too.
Yeah,
That was the
it
best
was.
thing.
And
it was a great scene.
It was good to get him early because he is going to be so fucking
It's becoming
good
his
in the
signature
future.
that like early on with the new ball, he like comes around the wicket and bowls like an in swinger.
It's over the wicket.
Down like, oh sorry,
left,
yeah, over the
hand,
wicket.
left arm over.
Coming back in down the leg side. And like to be fair, I don't want to shit on him, but 9 times out of 10, a batsman can deal with that pretty easily. Like they just slog it, like
Same
nick it
as-
off their
I think it's
pads.
because it's so quick, though. Like the
And,
first
yeah.
ball to get
Yeah,
your
but-
eye on it.
That's not what Jaiswal said in the first test. Didn't
No, he said too
See,
slow.
He was batting on fucking however many he was on. He made 150.
Yeah, he was had
or
a great
more.
innings.
And Starkey was fucked, bowling him in. And he's like, it's too slow, like so the stump mice could hear it. And then that was perfect, you know.
Yeah.
His first ball beats
Was
his
that
tape.
too slow?
on your bike. We were playing golf and I just gotten it up and I screamed so fucking loud, almost crashed the buggy. I reckon people thought someone got a hole in one
Yeah,
or like
yeah.
an amazing putt. It was like, no,
What
no,
a start.
Stark,
You literally
just got
can't
him.
get a better start.
Great
You
start. And
actually
then they
cannot.
carried on with it, bowled him out for 180. I tell you who's going to be a good player is that fucking Kumar Reddy for them.
Yeah,
He
he's a
can
great
back. Did you
all-rounder.
see that 60 hit over cover?
Yeah, bro.
Of Stark? Holy fuck, that was a good shot.
Tell you
He's very solid.
tell you who's unlucky in the situation he's in is old Scotty Boland. That
Yeah.
Hazelwood's so good and he just fits in so well because didn't he just fucking
Yeah, he does it every time.
Just-
He
I
comes
don't
in
know
and
how.
does exactly that.
You don't
Or-
hear much of him at Sheffield Shield.
He's
Like, not that I
35,
follow it
man.
a lot, but like we were saying, we haven't seen him since the Ashes last year. Does he still have it? And he's just like, yeah, how about I put it on a perfect line and length
Yeah.
at 130?
and
You
mate,
knew he was going.
And mate, I know I've seen people say, "Oh, you got to leave him in," but you just can't though.
No way.
Like, and it sucks because you go, he will do that every time, but you can't drop Josh Hazelwood
yeah.
No, and you're not going to drop your captain, Cummins. He just took 5 for
and
as well.
Stark the left-handed
Because he's a
fucking
left armour,
and
you're not going to drop him.
pace
No
like
way.
that.
Our quartet is like, there's always one
Very
person
unlucky.
injured, and Hoff has been in and out a lot recently.
Yeah.
So I give a chance to like Boland and
But how
Richardson,
good that
but-
when one of them is hurt, or especially
Yeah.
Hazelwood, where he's just like a replica line length, fucking dishing it up.
It is a replica, isn't
And
it?
we've still
What
got
about his
more depth
first
than that
no
too.
ball?
Oh,
I was just
can't.
like, did ya?
Fucking
But
hell.
he made up for it.
He did.
But fucking hell, man, he would have been.
a few of them too.
He would have
eh?
been walking back going.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But you,
that-
you don't get anything out of him.
No.
But he actually, I was actually quite impressed. He took a few wickets this test, and he fucking got right up and in their face when he took
Usually
it.
he's very
or not
humble.
in their face, but like
Just animated.
yelling, yeah, you know, like normally you get fuck all out of him. He's too
always
nice,
Been way too humble,
and that's why you can't
You
copy
need a
him
bit of
sometimes.
cunt in
but-
your bowling.
Yeah.
Was it against Sharma on the Saturday night that he got no balled for a wicket? It's like Sharma's first or second ball. Was that Starkey?
No, there was only the one in the first innings.
Someone got no ball against Sharma, and it was like his second ball. I think it was right at his pads. It
On
was
the
late
second innings,
Yeah, late Saturday night.
Sharma didn't fucking bat Saturday night, did he?
He did. I can't remember. Anyway, besides the point. Who cares?
Jace, I wanted to know your whereabouts night one when the lights kept going out.
When Marnus was fucking
Oh,
batting.
Yeah, I was thinking Jace does not want Marnus facing many under the. How about that,
No,
When
bro?
the
We were
lights kept
talking
going
about
out.
it. We were saying like, "Oh, I really hope the boys don't bat tonight." And then I just went, "Oh no!"
That
The
was
lights are
fucked.
just flickering. I'm like, they be.
flickering. I'm
was
sitting there
shit,
cutting
man.
red and blue eyes.
Do you reckon the Indians would be going, they're doing it on purpose?
It was shit that I was sitting there cheering for the lights out. I'm
Yeah.
like, that's how fucking
Dangerous.
nervous I am.
well,
for
were
these
you,
things.
what were you boys thinking when we headed in and the time it was and we had to last a couple?
I was nervous.
Like, I was thinking,
Yeah.
fucking, we're right up
Like,
against
we
it.
bowled
Yeah,
so
we
well,
were.
but I was talking to a couple of blokes while I was on. I was like, "That was an awesome innings." I was like, "But is it a complete conditions thing?" And like, we obviously bowled well against to get them 180.
We
odd.
bowled well, they
But
did.
is
Yeah,
this
they bowled-
more conditions relative? And we're going to go out now and get fucking
Mate,
annihilated.
I thought they bowled way too short.
Bit short, yeah.
They were.
No
Very.
one backs up Bumrah.
No.
Which is, we're going to get to these two useless fucks in a minute.
Yeah.
But before we go there, let's just keep harping on how good the Aussies were because I loved when Marnus went out there and he was fucking calling Bumrah
He
on.
was, wasn't he?
Like
He
his
was into
bat.
him.
He blocked one and then he was like, come on. Like you could hear him go, come on. Like he was so in the contest and I'm
Yeah.
going, come on, man. And the whole Indian team, and as they should have been, were fucking surrounding him, like swarming him. Virat, he loves it.
chirping.
He just
He
chirps,
chirps,
and
doesn't
chirps
he?
and chirps.
Yep.
And then for Marnus to then go and survive. And then Bumrah bowled one down leg and it went for 4 and he gave him the old, like, come on with his glove.
What I love, though, is he was aggressive and he was in his face and played where he needed to play. But if he dished up short of the length shit that had no option of hitting the wickets, he'd leave the cunt.
Yeah.
And just go, right,
Yeah,
keep
yeah,
putting them
yeah.
there, bud.
Not
'Cause
just
I'll
purposely
happily let
leaving
him go
fucking
through.
everything like
I
he
just think it
normally
was
does.
such a good performance from us. And like you said, it was probably under par for them on what they've been doing.
Yeah.
Like their attack and where they were putting the ball. But shed it, like fucking
Yeah.
credit to the Aussies.
Travvy Head,
Absolutely.
obviously unreal on the Saturday. That was just set up for him perfectly.
Unreal,
Which
man.
is what we should have done for him in the first test. But obviously, Boomer bowled awesome over there. So that was just perfect. Exactly what you want. Go in one down. He comes in the next day. Smith gets a fucking one, tickles one down leg side.
Oh, that
so
was
unlucky.
it was
That
so
sucked,
unlucky. Because
man.
9 times out of 10, you are dispatching
But when it's going not your way, that shit happens. It's so fucked how the game of cricket, if it's not going your way, that shit will happen.
It's a landslide.
That was
With a range of
fucked. I don't
pools.
think I saw it live. I had to go back and have a look, and I was like, "Oh, you poor cunt!"
Yeah,
Like,
and like if he's in form,
He
the
just
wicket
flicks
keeper
that.
will drop it or something. You
Yeah.
know, like
Yeah.
it's just crazy how when
when you're
it's
not
not
getting the
going
rub
your
of the
way.
green, you're not going to get it anytime
But
soon.
then it set it up for Head to come in and just pounce. What the fuck was Marsh doing? He missed it by about 6 inches,
and he didn't
walked.
fucking review. That's what this pissed me off because we fucking love the Bison and we kind of sucked him off anymore.
Nah.
But the bloke, it's almost like he's so humble and he's so terrified of like, oh, I don't
wanna
want to
get a review
I don't want to
wrong.
waste a review for the boys. So
I think I've hit it. No, but he obviously thought he hit it.
how?
Well,
I understand if he
why
thought he
else
hit
would
his
he not
fucking
fucking
pad
review
because
it?
I think he's just going, oh, I don't want to waste it.
No, because he
No,
walked
where
straight
would the-
away.
where
Bro, he walked before they gave the
That's what
fucking
I'm saying.
decision.
So he knew he.
So he thought he hit it.
It
yeah.
was fucking. You could literally fit a car between.
What
the
was
bat
the
and the
noise?
ball.
He hit his pad at the same time.
But
Yeah,
as
so
an
he might
inside-
have thought that was a
That's
fucking
what's happened.
a tickle on the
Still,
ball.
Like you
other
can't.
side of the bat.
If you in your head, if you know you've hit it, you're not going to review it.
Yeah.
There was no doubt in his mind. If there was any doubt, he would have reviewed it. But there
hey,
was no
we've
doubt
seen-
in his mind.
It was because he's such a respectful gentleman.
Yeah,
You've
you're
seen him a
right.
few times just go, nah, I'll walk before they.
There's
even-"
no way if he went, I
Review.
don't think I hit that, he wouldn't have went fucking
No,
bang.
that's right.
That,
he
it'd
thought he
be
hit the
fucking
cover off.
killing him
No
as well,
way.
seeing
It'd be
that.
very strange. Though.
But that's a small one. You just went, oh, meaty.
Now, we batted well. We come out. I was still a bit like, right, we need to roll these fuckers because I
Yeah.
do not want to chase 100 runs.
No way.
I do not want to chase 100 runs. And it was looking a bit like, oh, these two are on here. The two.
Jaiswal.
Well, the two that come in, Sharma did nothing, but fucking Shubman Gill, he looked good both times.
Yeah, he did.
Him and
Very aggressive.
Him and
too.
Jaiswal, they're like, I think Gill's 25 and Jaiswal's
He's still
even younger.
young, yeah.
Like they're going to be
Jaiswal's like 22.
really good players, and
Yeah.
they looked on, and I'm like, oh fucking hell, come on, it's dark, we need to get some wickets. Thankfully, we did.
Mm-hmm.
Only had to chase 19. It was like, oh yes, we don't have to get 107 or
We
something.
pretty much won by an innings.
yeah, exactly.
Like the freedom that Uzi and McSweeney went out, they just went, let's just quickly.
I love that after the
knock over
first
20
game,
runs.
that's what happened too. It wasn't like a gritty,
Yeah.
just got him. It's
Mm-hmm.
like, no, we went, that was, you got us there, but we're fucking here to kick your ass.
Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
I
We're
think
back.
that's the
4-1.
best way you can hit back. The best way.
Confidence. Yeah. Just
Talking
needed to
about
kick
hitting
up the
back,
arse.
are we talking about fuckhead?
I'll just talk about my
right.
wanker
All right,
first. 'cause
fuck
this
Siraj.
guy shit me more than the villain
Okay.
that everyone's tagged.
All right,
Siraj as
let's
a
go. I'm
villain.
ready. I want to fucking...
This bloke, Rana, big harsh shit. It's his name.
It is. It is.
So
It is.
he's playing his second test match. We just talked about how Marnus was in the contest and he was, right up against it, leaving balls, playing and missing, but he was gritty as. Old mate's playing his second game. First game was in Perth. He's like not your typical Indian build. He's pretty
quite-
genetically gifted.
He's
know?
big and
Yeah,
burly.
He's quite big. He's got a bit of a chest. He wears the big gold chain.
When you
Like-
see him compared to Siraj,
Yeah.
like he looks like he ate
Yeah.
Siraj.
That's right.
We're starting a couple of Bollywood films.
Every single thing was in his favour, right, at night. That first night, it's dark, pink ball, batsmen are trying to survive, Marnus is horribly out of form, your whole team is swarmed in, like everything's in your favour. Every time Marnus played and missed, he'd run down the pitch. He takes forever to fucking stop.
Yeah.
Like he'll bowl, which is what you're meant to do, follow through. And he'd follow right down the pitch and just chirp him every single time he played and missed. And I was losing it on the couch. I
could
was
imagine.
losing it. I'm just going, when he gets a single or hits a 2,
Yeah.
hits a 4, he doesn't run up the other end and chirp you.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
just
No.
fucking taps his bat on the ground. And I love it when the big quick fires up, but
Yeah.
every play and miss, I'm going, come on, man.
Know
Like,
your specific time.
it's your second test match. You might have won the first game, and I know you're a big deadly cunt. You're probably big and deadly over there because not your typical Indian build. You got a bit of size, big chest, but your name is shit. Over here, your name is shit.
Is poo.
Harshit.
That was great. So are you putting Harshit up there with Ollie
Not
Robinson?
quite. He's got time to turn it around, but. Mate, if one of our blokes was doing it, I'd be going, fuck yeah, get into it.
Oh, we'd love it. But
Because
that's
it's
cricket,
shit.
man. We've always been so fucking
I
one-eyed.
just couldn't
We will always be.
wrap my head around that it was his I'm going to get to his figures here in a minute too. It's his second game and every single play, even a block. There was a couple of blocks that hit the middle of his
So
bat.
it's like different story. If you get the bloke who is holding up that end of the bowlers, like they're the attack, they're the bloke everyone relies on, and they're giving the new batsmen some chirp because
Yeah.
they've been there for years and they deserve to be able to carry on.
Yeah,
but
maybe.
this bloke's second game in, fresh as fuck,
Oh, just
name shit, and just steaming in like the turd that he is, and fucking.
every ball, every play and miss.
Like,
Fuck me.
I don't want to drag Siraj into it just yet.
None
but
for eight.
drag him in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll get to him right now.
I'm just gonna,
None for 86.
Get him in there.
Rana ended up with.
Number.
None for 86.
Oh,
You went at
that's terrible
5.3
figures.
runs
His
and
figures
over.
are just on par with his name.
5.3 runs and over. The only reason he didn't get none for 100 was because they fucking hooked him.
Yeah.
what I was saying, Siraj, those two both, they're like, you don't mind a fiery fast bowler like Mitchell Johnson used to do it. Stuart Broad would just absolutely boil my
Mate,
piss, but he
Starkey
would
fires
do it.
up too.
Yeah.
When Broad would get Warner for his 50 fucking thousandth time in a series, and he'd stare him down and chirp, and you'd be like, "Fuck you!" But he's walking the walk and talking the talk.
Yeah.
These cunts are just trying way too hard to be some sort of personality and make a name for himself, and it's kind of working because spotlight's on them now.
Well-
but you can't bowl absolute horse shit,
Oi.
harsh shit the whole time.
Oi, I wanna say-
and then chirp as well.
There's a time to fucking chirp, man. If he come in and clean bowled one of our
Exactly.
deadly cunts on 2 runs or something, or Marnus was up him, and then he got him out with a peach, he can go off your fuck.
Yeah,
So you
But-
got to fucking walk
It's
the walk as well, eh?
That's right. And if a bloke makes 140, nearly as much as your whole team makes, that's not the time to chirp a cunt.
No,
When
but
you
you
get
know
out.
why? He spits the dummy when it's not going his way.
Yeah.
That was purely a fucking like a
Frustration.
tennis player when they smash a racket. He was
Yeah.
just frustrated, and the first thing that come out of his mouth was fucking get off.
Get back to
the
Like
sheds.
now he'd be sitting there going, oh yeah.
I look like a
I probably
wank.
shouldn't have said that. Like,
Well,
but
isn't
it was
he,
'cause
didn't something come out where he said, no, I was just celebrating. He said something to me.
But he said well bowled.
Apparently
First.
he was like, yep, fair, well
He said bowled, and
Yeah.
then he's like giving
Get
him the
off.
fuck, and that's when he said fuck, you,
off.
cunt.
Yeah, you could see him just go,
Yeah.
what? Fuck you, cunt.
Yeah.
And I was like, fucking feed it to
Yeah,
him,
good
Travvy.
on him.
Apparently, Siraj, I think, I'm paraphrasing heavily here, but apparently he went to go field at point, I think it was, and Bumrah had to pull Siraj back because the crowd was just feeding him
Yeah.
so much, and Siraj was in that angry state that you're talking about, and he's like, he can't be out there right now.
Yeah.
He is a fucking liability. Get him somewhere else.
He spits the dummy. He did it the night before when old mate ran across the sight screen with the big
Yes.
ball snake.
yeah.
That's
And
right.
then Marnus went, fuck.
Yeah, what do I
sorry,
think?
Fair
mate.
enough, yeah.
And he's just pegged the ball.
Yeah.
And then the
Had
next
the
two
shits.
balls, he bowled fucking half trackers. Marnus hit him
Yep.
for 4.
That
And
was
the-
so good. The best response.
And the last ball of the over, it was that short that he couldn't even get anywhere near it.
Yeah.
Marnus didn't even duck,
Yeah.
and it went a metre over his head. Like
That was such
That's
a
great
fucking
to
good
know that he's got
response.
such a short fuse.
yeah,
though.
Yeah.
it's proper
You would just
short.
be into him,
And
wouldn't you?
Heads just hit him for the most bullshit
Oh.
6.
Yeah.
Like it was almost like
It
he was.
was.
He moved his hips back and then still flicked his.
Hetty was in
like
one
he
of
was
his.
playing a little turn off the hip,
He
but
was-
it's gone for 6.
Yeah, he was in one of his bored. You can tell when Travvy like he's setting up an innings and he's playing his shots, but then you can tell when he gets bored. He's like, I'm sick of batting, cunt. Let's just fucking play cricket.
Yeah, it was what an innings from Head, but yeah, no one after doing that, no matter what ball you
No
get hit
send-offs
with,
after
no
140.
send-offs
No,
after
go
140.
shake his hand.
Like I reckon, like we were saying before, time and a place for a good chirp.
Yeah.
And if he had knocked him for 2 sixes in a row, spraying him, and he's only on 20 and he bowls him out,
Yeah, then
I
you're
reckon
into
that's
him.
fair enough.
Yeah.
You fucking give him some. But,
Yeah.
bro, you should be going well battered, bud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Prove me wrong here and find me footage or tell me a time and date where an Aussie bowler has given someone a send off when they've gotten over 100
Fucking
runs.
Merv Hughes will come straight up.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about
But in
1942.
recent times, I can't really think of any of our dudes if someone's had like a really
Made
good
100.
knock,
Yeah,
and they've just sprayed them off.
Yeah.
in recent times, no. Especially not from this team.
Might
We are way
celebrate
too polite.
the wicket, but no spray.
That's different. You might be pumped. You finally got the gun out.
Ever since
Yeah.
sandpaper, we've turned a bit soft.
Yeah.
We're scared of being
That's
naughty.
that's right.
And prior to sandpaper, just before sandpaper, we were pretty fiery.
that was the,
We were pretty
That
gritty.
was ruthless.
Oh, yes, we were.
Pre-sandpaper, that was when Warner was literally like a fucking a menace.
He was a little pocket rocket.
Oh.
Starkey, that Ashes series before, I think it was James Vince or someone at the Wacko where he just bowled that absolute seed and it just broke in at his stump and he's just walked past and done the big in his face. Where's that?
Well, I
Missed that.
remember it was a bit late. I ended up crashing, but they did a documentary on Philip Hughes.
Yeah,
did you get
they
a chance
did
to
on the
watch
Friday
it?
night. I didn't.
I haven't. I want to watch it though.
Yeah.
it's
I heard
for
it's
sure.
very
It's good that they're keeping his name and memory and stuff like that. The boys will chuck the black armbands on and
Yeah, that was for another fella as well.
Was it
An older
another
fella
dude too?
that had passed
It was
away.
for Hughes as well, though, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
10-year
On one of the
anniversary
days, yeah.
at Adelaide Oval.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's good that they're keeping that going.
For sure.
Yeah. Also, just to clarify, it's absolutely okay for when our guys are like aggressive and in your face.
For
but
sure.
Yeah.
When they're doing it, it's fucked.
That's right.
So,
I quickly
yeah.
just want to mention too, as much as we fucking say, like we're giving so much shit and saying fucking talk, I kind of like there's a bit of me that kind of likes it because how good is just hating someone
One
in the
bloke.
series, just
Yeah.
one bloke.
great.
Like
Yeah.
it's always Ollie
great.
Robinson or it's always been Stuart Broad or
Yeah.
Coley when he would first come to Australia. But having that one bloke where you can just really just like,
It's great having a
yeah.
villain.
yeah, like I really hope that Siraj is feeling somewhere near me at the MCG because I am going to boo the fuck out of him. And if he thinks the Gabba next on this weekend isn't going to rip him in half,
Oh, yeah.
he's got
done
a
his dash
fucking-
now.
Oh yeah,
It's
no matter
great.
what, he will always.
Neither of
be
them
hated.
should have got fined, by the way.
No,
That was
They both
fucking
got
horse.
that
fucked.
is the softest.
Yeah.
Why is that fine?
Yeah.
It's just a bit of cunt
Let
in
it
cricket.
go.
How much
Cricket
it
and
is?
cunt are synonymous.
How
Oh,
much
it would
would
have
they
been
get
fuck all,
fined?
but still.
Fine.
It's because they
It's a
can
principle
lip read.
thing. Yeah.
Fucks. Sunday was a fucking great day, actually, for Australian cricket against India.
Oh, the girls pumped
Mate,
him as well.
That was
Elise Perry.
absolute hiding.
She
I'll
turned
tell you
up.
what that was Sunday, as well as that. It was just a great day to be in aircon on my hole in front of the
Yeah.
TV because I had the UFC card, boxing. Beck brought KFC home for lunch.
Ah.
The cricket,
Jeez,
like
that's
fucking
awesome.
mate, it was just a bloke's dream day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A bloke weekend. It
I'm
was
trying-
really, you could like, you just, like I was saying before about being in the pool just all day
Oh,
watching cricket
just-
and that. You're just like,
just good.
You could just tell it's like that time of the year.
Yeah.
And I do not think there's a better time in the year.
No, it's really good.
Fuck
I'm
no.
really pumped at the moment.
I'm really
trying
enjoying it.
to-
I'm pretty
yeah.
sure Bill has got the go ahead for us to go to his house again and sit in the pool.
Beauty.
And drink beers and
All of a
watch
sudden,
cricket.
Bill's just your best mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he lives
Is it
about
a Saturday
200
start?
Saturday start, 10 a.m.
First
Gabba.
day, Saturday
I
at
know.
the Gabba.
Is it?
Yeah.
Saturday.
They'll have
Yeah.
the pool. They'll have the pool going on
will,
at the
yes.
Gabba as well. But anyway, the girls. We scored 370 in 50 overs, and India got bowled out for 249. So they had a go at trying to get it, but
quite
got
high
nowhere
scoring,
near
but-
it. Elise Perry made another 100, and this bloody
Someone else turned up, I thought.
youngster called, what was her name? Georgia Vol.
Yes.
First ODI 100. So
Fuck yeah.
good on
Elise
her.
Perry's still got
It's
it.
at
eh?
Allan Border Field, so it's
Jeez.
quite a small field, but 370.
Captain
is
of the
a
week's
massive-
going to be a hard one. It might just be Australian cricket.
Yeah,
That
maybe
is
Cricket
a great
Australia.
point.
We've got to mention some other international sides because they are going so well, and it pains me. But
Hats me.
the Poms, man, have come to New Zealand, and they're 2-0 up.
Yeah.
2-0
Really?
up against New Zealand, who just beat India in India 3-0.
That's why it's such a shock to the system.
Joe Root and Harry Brook.
Harry Brook especially, man.
Joe Root, I don't mind fucking scoring runs because that was his 36th
Big
Test
arse.
100.
Yeah. it's
So,
insanity.
yeah, huge ass.
Massive. Big
yeah.
waddler.
Big sump.
So, 36 Test 100s. He's obviously done it before. He will score many more too, which hurts. But
Not here, though.
Harry Brook, man, I don't want him to keep doing so well because he's a fucking slogger.
Yeah, he's a product of
Bazball, and I hate it. But he keeps scoring 100 after 100.
Yeah, he's
That's
playing
2
some
from
fucking
2 over in
cricket.
New Zealand now.
That's wild,
His
eh?
away record is crazy good.
He can play on pretty well anything.
Right. Oh, yeah. And they've just flogged New Zealand. Absolutely hammered them.
Wow.
It's so weird how you can
How
go
the fuck
on
does that?
Yeah.
How does
They're
that
playing
work?
some
That
good
New
cricket.
Zealand do that to India?
Yeah.
And then
go to India on a goat
And go
track,
home
win,
and-
go home to your grassy, green, soft little pitch.
I'm
and
just
you're
wondering
fucked.
where, I don't know if you remember, boys, but where's old mate who barked at us the other week for not mentioning the Kiwis beating India
Oh,
in India?
yes, that's
He
right.
said, come on, boys, where's the New Zealand shout out?
And we went,
We've won
yeah,
a
good
series.
on 'em, woo.
We've won a series in India for the first time ever. Blah blah blah. I'm just wondering where he is with his big thrashings at home now.
Yep.
well, since
very
then we'll just
quiet.
make sure we cover New Zealand. for you, mate.
Thrashings by the ponds.
Have you
too,
seen
mate.
the
that
test?
fuck, that sucks.
The test championship table.
Yeah,
The
we're back
remaining
on top
teams.
of it, but it's tight.
Yeah, it's tight. Well, it's only I can't remember the cutoff date, but we've got the 3 left against India.
Yeah.
and then 2 against Sri Lanka in
Yeah,
Sri Lanka.
That's right.
So
they're gonna
South
be
Africa's
tough.
in the mix, Sri Lanka's in the mix, and obviously India as well.
Yeah.
So
India need to win 3-1, I think.
yeah, they need to win the
us.
rest.
So that's not happening.
But that is going to be tough going to like
I
subcontinent
know.
in Sri Lanka.
We need to win 4-1
Or-
here just to secure it.
Really, we really do need to win the rest.
Toby Roberts, he posted in there about Test cricket and what's happened and how it doesn't go anywhere near the 5 days. And he's right. But I will say the pink ball test has never, ever got a chance of going 5 days unless you get a bit of rain, just because of what it does at night time. And he said, like, I used to remember teams winning the toss and just batting for a day and a half. And I'm like, yeah, that is right. And it was awesome. T20 obviously played a bit of it, has had an impact because batsmen can't fucking be patient enough anymore.
Yeah.
But also the pitches. Like
Yeah.
the roads of the early 2000s are gone. They're a thing of the
100%.
past. Like
That's right. It's like getting tailored so it is more short, sharp, and exciting
Exactly.
for the crowd because they've seen how 2020's affected it and they don't want to make it exactly like it, but they're like, maybe we can draw some of this new crowd
Yeah.
into Test cricket.
Yeah.
And that's their thoughts.
Even
That's what I think.
That's
like
right.
this isn't a massive difference, but the outfield, the rope seems to be bigger than it has been in the past as well.
You reckon?
I reckon. That probably
Surely
just
that
a
wouldn't have
fucking
changed,
something
would it?
in my head that I'm thinking and seeing.
no,
but
it was just slow at Perth.
it's been
I think.
slow at Perth. It was slow a little bit at Adelaide too, but
Yeah.
it is 100% curate. I blew up after the Perth test after the first innings and just went, oh, they're just curating shit for bowlers now. That's all
are.
they want to do. And then they ended up putting 400 and something on us.
Yeah, but that
I
was-
agree with you that pitches are more catered to bowlers
100%.
in modern day cricket.
There's no more roads where you win the toss and the fucking
No.
fielding captain just goes,
Yeah.
we're in the field for fucking 130
Yeah.
Sometimes,
overs."
like a lot of the
Like,
time,
you
it's-
just know.
It's a 50-50 call sometimes now, man. It's like
Yeah.
Aussie said before.
Another
the
good
first
toss
test.
to lose.
Can
Yeah.
we? It'd be fucking unreal to win one. We've lost 2 in a row. I've got to admit, like, my tempo really changed after Stark's first ball. I was
Yeah.
really up and
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
But I'll tell you what, I was spewing. I just really
Yeah.
wanted to win the toss and fucking
just
stand
It
in there and bat.
It depends on like the schedule of your day.
Yeah.
Because I can completely counteract that because I was like, oh, I'm at golf, I'm at the pub, I just want to look up and see a wicket. Saturday, I want to bat. 'cause I'm
Yeah,
gonna be
that's a good
glued.
call. When
So
you
it
can
depends
sit
on your
down,
personal
Sit down and
experience.
watch. Where
Yeah.
Saturday first day.
You were
Come
busy?
on, boys, let's sit
Oh,
down
no,
and
this
watch some
weekend.
bat.
Well,
Yeah,
let's just
fuck
make
yeah.
sure it's not a fucking green top like
Yeah.
it was a couple of years
Well, let
ago.
us pick.
Against
I wanna
South
pick.
Africa.
Yeah, or even against England, man.
Let Paddy
That was
pick.
very
Oh,
green
man,
top
that
at
one
the
against
Gabba.
South Africa a couple of years ago was...
I was at that one and I was like, where the fuck is the
Head
pitch?
won us the game again because he
Yeah.
went out and just played his shots.
We've had shit. Like, did we win the one against South Africa 2 years ago?
Yeah.
I think we did, but like that was very bowling. like curated. And last year start of this year against the Windies,
I know.
we lost. Gabba hasn't
was
had
unreal.
amazing experiences and hasn't been this fucking fierce fortress that we've claimed to be since Tim Payne said, "Yeah, I was fucking."
Oh,
see how
can't
you
wait
go
to
up
get
the-"
you to the Gabba Ash.
It hasn't been amazing for us in the
No.
past, but I hope it turns around and I hope we fucking roll.
Yeah, we'll be right now. We
Fuck
will be
yeah.
right now.
Tails are up.
It was all good. Like, I was fucking worried about Coley making that 100
Yeah.
first test going, this could not be any worse.
Yep.
We've just battered him into form. But he got out the exact same way that he's been getting out for 3 years.
Yep,
So
that's right.
we've still got him.
Yeah.
And we just needed a wake up call, a little slap on the fucking
Yeah.
ass.
Yeah.
and
No,
say,
but
"What
in
the
saying
fuck?"
that, I just can't get my head out of that we lost the first test in one session.
Mate, Groper, you hit the nail on the head. That same thing could have easily just happened to us in this game, but those two boys
'Cause
blasted through that shit period and got us to the next day where the fucking sun's out. The boys
Yeah.
are starting.
It was perfect
fresh
batting
out.
conditions
Yeah,
Saturday morning.
that's all we need to do. You had to have fucking 2 good batsmen with a few good batsmen up our sleeve in perfect conditions, and
Yeah.
that's what
Yep.
you do.
And McSweeney didn't get obviously a 50 or a ton, which would have been amazing. But that 39 and occupying
Oh,
the crease the way
fucking
he
oath.
did, that is going to go.
Mate, that lasts
fucking
him,
lengths
in my
for his
opinion,
confidence.
that keeps him there till at least the end of the series.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
give a
yeah.
fuck.
It has
I think
to
it
be,
would have.
yeah.
Surely.
Absolutely.
Hmm.
Hey, looking forward to the Gabba. Can't wait. Boxing Day as well, obviously. We won't get to preview that one, but
Yeah.
fuck, that's going to be good. I just saw a thing. Boxing Day 1 is sold out at the G.
That's
so
awesome,
fuck
mate.
'em.
Joe
That is
should be
gonna be-
pumped.
I am
fucking
pumped,
unreal.
cunt. I just hope there's as many Aussies as there is Indians.
Yeah, well, that's
'Cause
the
they
thing.
tend to show up
They
in numbers.
fucking turn up
Fuck yeah.
at the G.
Josh, you're gonna have to.
Yeah, yeah. I was gonna. Yeah,
I'll get your own lift. Yeah, but I
Yeah.
meant like.
I'll be on the tram.
I was
I'll
gonna
be on the
say,
tram.
I was gonna say, you should fucking hit up the Reggies to wear their baggies
Oh.
to fucking the Gabba. Everyone who's going. There's got to be
Fucking
a
oath.
few Reggies.
And the
Yes,
G.
no.
And the
Like,
G.
well, we went at the Gabba at the start of the year. There was about 20 or so
Yeah, yeah,
Reggies
yeah,
there. Wherever you are, like I fucking love seeing in the RLC someone putting up a photo, bus, Reg at the
The
cricket,
Reg.
strength
Fucking
in
oath.
numbers. You've all got it from your Redback.
We should all have them for $20.
No fucking excuse.
Fucking
Put
oath.
it on your
They're
head.
still there. They're
Well,
50
where the
anyway.
cunts?
Bit of Sheffield Shield, boys. There is another test match. Well, there was. South Africa played Sri Lanka as well. I believe South Africa won that. Didn't follow it up. But I had to follow the Poms. You got to give them credit where credit's due. It's been a good start to the series from them. And the Sheffield Shield, fuck, it had some good finishes over the
Entertaining.
weekend. There was 3 games. There's 6 teams, obviously. Queensland won by 23 runs against Victoria.
Did I see
Fucking
that was their first win of the
first
season?
win of the year? They
Yeah.
were pumped.
Let's go, boys.
23 runs, like that's tight.
Fuck yeah.
New South Wales, it says they won by an innings and 68. Like they've absolutely hammered Western Australia,
mate.
but there was 14 deliveries left when they took the last wicket. WA have nearly played out this unbelievable draw where they've just dug in
Yeah.
on the last day and almost got there. 14 balls to go. New South Wales got the last wicket.
Oh,
South Australia and Tassie. You'll have to watch this because I don't even know if me explaining it will do justice. South Australia have Tassie have almost chased a fucking mammoth total in the last innings. 420 odd
wow.
in the last innings. They needed 4 off 1, but they were 9 for.
Oh,
So it's like,
God.
at worst here, we want to draw.
Yeah.
Right? At absolute worst, we want to draw. Do I try and hit a boundary? He's backed away, slapped it through the offside, but didn't get much of it. So he's run the first and didn't even look at his partner. He's just turned to run for 2. His partner's like, what do you know?
What's the point?
No, got run out.
Oh,
So South Australia won by 2 runs because these fucking numpties have.
Do you know who it was?
They couldn't run 4.
Yeah,
No.
what's
So
the
why
point
are we
if
trying
you,
to
yeah.
run? Why are you trying to run 2 when you can't possibly
Wow.
run 4? So just cop the draw.
That's a proper brain snap
Oh,
moment.
mate.
He would be kicking himself.
fucking.
Do
It
you,
was
do you
like
know
the-
who it was?
Oh, I could find out.
So
It'll say-
hang on, I'm
person
fucked
of
up in
note.
the head there. What? So they had to have. I thought you said they had to have 4 to win.
They needed 4 to win.
So wouldn't they have lost even if they
no,
only
because
run
it's a
one?
draw. It's like a test match.
Oh,
mate.
because it
Yeah.
doesn't run.
They needed to get
Yeah.
1 wicket, but they also
South
needed
Australia
4
needed
runs.
one. South Australia needed 1 wicket.
What?
Tassie needed 4 runs. And if he blocks it's a draw.
Because that no one's got to. Yeah, wow.
Yeah, would have been. Oh, well, you both didn't achieve. You're fucked. And he went,
You're
how about I just
kidding.
keep running?
What a fucking effort to almost run down.
What a pelican.
South Australia would just be going, we've just been handed that on a fucking platter, cunt.
It was
Holy-
Riley Meredith.
Oh,
Really?
You clown.
He is
Not
a
known
bad
for his
cricketer.
batting.
No, they were 9 for.
Yeah.
He was too. Oh man, fuck.
That's gotta
It's
hurt.
almost like
What do you reckon the coach says? Go and fuck yourself, fellas.
probably.
Go and
Yeah,
fuck
stick
yourself.
your
Riley.
solos up your fucking ass.
They were in the box seat too, I reckon. Like, or were they? I don't know. The last fucking 4 wickets fell for fuck all.
Yeah.
Like in the last 2 or 3 overs too. Like they've sort of did they throw it away? They were trying to probably win, but
Yeah.
Just
the
the
bowlers
last-
obviously would have
the
been trying to
last
get him to play a
ball,
shot too.
Like, I've gone for it. We can't run 4. I've only just hit it off the square. We've got 1. Gets run out, and they don't even get points for a draw.
That's a
So,
coach killer.
Yeah.
That's a cut.
But that is entertaining test cricket.
Yeah. South Australia, what a win. The beers would have tasted good.
Fucking
Tell you
oath.
that much.
Well, I think just quickly, there's only one name for the episode today, boys. I think
Yeah,
that's just be
fucking
called
oath.
Get That India.
Get that in.
Yes.
Get That India.
We stated it a couple of weeks ago. We're like, oh, when can we use that? And I was like, as soon as we win,
Yeah.
we're doing Get That
100%.
India.
Just works, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It was a nice feeling. Like we said it before,
Oh, and I
but it
know
was
the
nice to
thumbnail.
really just put the full stop on it to be like, we're fucking here to
Yeah.
play, boys. We're not
I've got
fucking
our
around.
thumbnail
Fucking
sorted
oath.
too. It's Travvy
that's
Head
good.
with the bat, and he's going to have the helmet on top, but it's going to be
Siraj's
Siraj's head.
Yeah.
There you go, Gilly. Make that
Head
one up,
on
brother.
a spike. Wow.
Yeah.
That
There you go.
is interesting.
Fucking oath. I love it.
Do you want to use one to have a go? I've got a couple of other things.
Well, I've just got a teen sensation that's been steaming.
Literally
moment.
steaming.
Literally.
Steaming. He fucking, I think, broke the Australian record. I'm pretty sure it was in the 200, 20.04.
That's
he
quick.
ran at 16. Like,
Yeah.
it's fucking unbelievable, this dude, and what he's going to do. Like, honestly, we've got a bloke who, I'm pretty sure I saw some things, he would have got like 6th or 7th, I think, in the final for the 200 at the Olympics with that time.
And he's 16.
That's
And
it.
he's
He's still
16.
got so much growing and maturing to do.
If he keeps going, like I think between 23 and 28 or 23 and 30 is the best age for like short burst sprinters.
Physical peak.
So this bloke has got that much potential of where he's going to go, wearing the green and gold for Australia. I'm pumped.
Probably
But-
at Brisbane too.
There's been a thing come out. And I'm just going to read this. Got it straight off fucking Google. Gout's actual name is in fact Gwot. So Guot, and it's pronounced Gwot.
What? That
And
makes
now
sense.
his parents want to change their son's name back to the original spelling and pronunciation after learning the true meaning of gout. His name is Gwot, and it's supposed to be
No.
Gwot. His father, Boner, told 7 News.
Wow, boner
Just-
gout.
there's
So
just-
Boner's just giving it to him.
Yeah, that's right. But Boner's just feeding the fat. But I've just got to say, you can't take this away from us.
No, fuck
You
no.
can't. Sorry, man.
No.
Like you'll always be
This-
known as Gout, because
Yeah.
that's
Like-
what we've all as Aussies.
and he's so talented, and even if he had a normal name like John Smith,
But
but
that is
the-
a normal name
the
in his
fact,
culture.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
And for us, but the fact that his name is inflammation related to drinking times 2.
Yeah, a
That's
bunch of
why we
Aussie
fucking
piss
know
heads
it.
have this in
Yeah,
their
yeah.
big
Oh,
toe
he'll be fine with
across the nation.
Yeah.
Which means that he's even more popular. Everyone's pumped that he's gout. You know,
It'll- no matter
crystallization
what.
of shit.
No matter
Of
what.
acid crystals or whatever they are. But mate, I just think I can't call him what.
No,
Yeah.
I can't.
It's going to
So
be
they
Gouty
didn't change
McGee.
the spelling.
So I watched this little fucking video like on an article, and I think the government over there fucked it up in translation when they did something, and it's meant to be like Guot, but they've put it Gout, and they just left it. So it's meant to be Gwot, but it's Gout, and they've left it. And now old Boner, Big Roger himself, has come in here and seen.
He was born in Ipswich, though.
Yeah, so
in
Rogers,
Australia.
Rogers come in and went, fuck. Gout is known to be just associated with these
Yeah.
drinking dickheads here.
And there's
the
full
Reggies.
piss. and we need to change it back. But mate, Roger, it's just fucking.
Yeah, well, you call him what you want.
I
but-
need pure clarification from them because there's a lot up in the air at the moment. And
Well, I
I
think
need,
we've got
Mate,
it.
there's articles and
but he's
shit out
born
on
in
it.
Ipswich. Get's born in Australia, so
Was
I don't
he?
know. Yeah.
Are you sure?
They just have a bit of a read. Like I read a few things, and I just got that off before we recorded. But there was a thing of his old boy talking and stuff.
Yeah, of Boner.
Of Boner, yeah.
Yeah.
Big
Roger,
bone, big
yeah.
How do you
stiffy.
spell that one?
Bona.
That's a boner.
Bonner.
That's Boner.
We'll call him Bonner.
No.
No.
Get boner.
Oh,
Yeah.
poor old Bon.
But anyway, I just want to say that I'm fucking pumped at what this dude's doing.
yeah, well, Usain Bolt quoted to saying, "It looks like a young me." That's what he said.
And
That's
there's
what he
not
said.
really anyone better that could say
No,
that.
there
It's
isn't anyone.
But you see
Literally.
it though, like, do you know how we're talking about how Shane Warne made spin bowling cool? Since when has there been just a cunt on the track and field that everyone's like, whoa,
Well,
did you
Bolt.
see?
Yeah.
Aussie.
Bolt, but
No,
Aussie.
yeah,
No
yeah.
Aussie's ever been
Yeah.
like, oh, did you see that bloke run the
We haven't had
200?
anyone look like anything on track and
The
field
thing
since
is,
fucking Shervo.
the 100 meters
His big
is
cock.
like the big cool event.
Yeah, yeah.
Like all the deadlies.
All the
do
eyes
it.
are on
Yeah.
the 10 seconds,
Like
9 seconds.
Bolt, every
Yeah, yeah.
100-meter sprinter
Noah Lyles.
just thinks his shit don't
Yeah,
stink.
Tyson Gay.
Yeah. yeah.
Gay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's the same. Like Get reminds me. Like what Get reminds me the same as like you saying where the start, all the little nuggets sort of get off first,
Yeah.
and then about
Yeah.
halfway
And then the big
through,
long,
he just
just
fucking
Big, long
He
strides.
just gets up on the plane and
Yeah.
away he goes.
Yeah, that's right. But anyway, I just wanted to say that because it's a big thing. We're all pumped about his name. We love his name,
Yeah.
We do.
and that's his nickname.
We're
now.
just pumped about him
Forever.
in general.
fucking oath.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
And I've fucked that we got to wait another 4 years before he potentially is
He'll
in
be
the
there,
Olympics.
surely. Well, he's
Isn't
he's
it
going to
a
be
thing?
out.
Isn't it a thing where the fastest can't go?
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
He'll be there.
Send
Regardless
him
of
in.
age.
Yeah.
I just
Send him,
hope he
damn it.
is, why, for some fucking reason, he doesn't lose
No
his
injury.
pace.
Like,
No,
I just
that's
think,
what I'm
I
saying.
just think
4
you
years
can't
is a
go,
long time.
oh, he's a bit young. Fuck that. If he's
No.
the fastest.
No, he'll
Well,
be
there's
there.
no one else in
Send him
Australia
in.
that's going to be fucking close.
He
to the
just
short
broke the
distance.
record.
There you go. Rowan Browning, what the fuck happened to
Keep him off the piss.
Not much.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I've got a bit of biffing, but have you boys got any fucking...
I've got a bed shit.
Oh.
Big time.
Love that.
This could be squeezy.
Oh.
Like there's a lot of nominations for squeeze, but this
Okay.
bloke, he won't get it because we know who.
But he did a big poo in his
But this
bed.
was a big bed shit. So
poo.
Victorian PGA event was on. We had the Aussie P. We didn't really talk much about the Australian Open, Australian
No.
PGA, and that. But anyway, the Victorian PGA was on. Bloke called Anothony Quail. I assume he's an Aussie. I'm pretty
birdie.
sure he's an Aussie. Yeah, old bird. He's playing on Thursday. Now, a lot of rain and shit weather has been going on down south. Shock.
Yeah, it does.
So there's been they've been playing preferred lie on lots of the courses because they've been waterlogged.
Oh,
so
yeah.
if you can press your foot into the ground and water comes up, you can move your ball to where a dry fucking spot is.
Yeah.
They've been playing lots of preferred lie, like every week. So he's read something on the notice board about preferred lie and just went, beauty. Played the whole fucking round, taking preferred lies. Gets to hole 15 and his playing partner goes, are we doing, is it preferred lie? And he goes, yeah. Isn't it? Like, fuck, is it? And then they've looked and it was only preferred lie on one hole.
God,
So
did
he's
he?
immediately called it on himself.
Well,
He
that's
said,
good, yeah.
rules official, I need a rules official now. Rules official comes out. He goes, mate, is it preferred lie? Nah. It's just on one hole. And he
poor
goes,
cunts.
fucking hell. So they sat there and they went through each hole and he called it on himself. He said, yep, I did it there, I did it there, I did it there, I did it there. 7-shot penalty he had to cop because he did it 7 times.
God.
Lost by 2 strokes.
Oh.
What a comeback. Wow. He
Yeah,
couldn't even
that's
get
still-
cut.
Oi, I was going to say, what a
Fucking
good
hell.
That was
cut.
round
He just-
one.
He
Round
just,
one.
He proper pulled himself up.
Bro.
7-stroke penalty, pulls himself up, and then on Sunday, misses it by 2. Like,
That's-
came back from that.
That's squeezy if it's old Joe who read the notice board of Calliope wrong. What the fuck was his caddy doing?
I don't know.
That's
At a professional
squeezy.
level, your caddy is his job to think about all that, and you just play.
wonder if
That's
he had
squeezy if he knew and snuck it and then lied and shit.
Yeah.
Nah,
but
he-
he was just like,
They
fuck.
went back through every hole, and he said, "I did it there. I did it there. Yep, I did it there." Like,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just going,
poor
you
cat.
poor
I would be fucking
Just quickly reading it.
fuming
Oh,
if-
yeah?
If he has a
Fair
caddy,
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
which I'm
Yeah,
sure
yeah.
he would, I'd
Well,
be fucking blowing up.
Shit
yeah,
spot,
I'd
I'll
have
put
to
it there.
see if he had one.
I play that pretty every fucking game I
yeah.
play.
No
A
matter
few
what.
foot wedges.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, this
3 or
looks like
4
a
club
shit
lengths.
spot to hit it from.
That's what I had to do with Gladstone because I'd be like, oh, well, this is dirt. How about I don't hit off
Preferred line the dry.
yeah,
Preferred
yeah.
line the green in the hole.
So look, I felt for him because to only end up losing by 2 strokes and you penalised yourself 7.
Oh, that's
Good effort and
Yeah,
hey,
wow.
good ticker. Bit of heart coming back.
That's what we want.
He
Bit
didn't
of-
throw the fucking toys out of the cot like Siraj. And
Yep. Bit of honest
spit the
rugby
dummy.
league golf.
Rookie error though. Fucking hell, mate.
Yeah,
Oh,
at that level, that's what I mean. There's got to be something where you just pay a bit more attention, or if he does have
Yeah.
a caddy, pay a lot of attention.
He said, I just assumed on this tour we've been playing preferred lie a lot. I didn't think too much more of it. Kicking myself now. Turns out document it only said it was preferred lie on the 3rd hole and in the blue painted areas, not everywhere.
So, what round did you do that on? One,
One.
2?
It was on the Thursday.
okay.
So,
Fuck.
yeah. Anyway, unlucky Anthony. You'll get him next
Fucking
year.
well played,
Big
though.
Quailey.
Yeah. Imagine his partner just going,
Yeah, what are you
what's
doing?
this cat doing?
Yeah, yeah.
Excuse me, mate.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, but on the Biffin front, boys, Sunday was a fucking day, like I said, in front of the idiot box, feeding me whole with KFC in the aircon. UFC card, so it was a decent card. I thought there was a fucking absolute robbery there. Well, in
Dana
my
has
opinion.
said it.
Fuck, man.
Confirmed
I had
himself,
points
yeah.
on myself. Like, I thought Volkov would win by points. Had him by points at $5.25, thanks to Better.
What?
Yeah, $5.25. And I was like, I was confident on it. Thought he'd win, have the range and shit. I think Garn hurt his toe, but I think it was one apiece coming into round 3.
One
And
apiece.
then Volkov took Garn down.
Yep.
Pretty boring round, but controlled him the whole time. And I'm like, that's the easiest 2 rounds to
Constitutes
1
a
win I've ever
10-9.
seen.
Yeah.
Nah, went to Garn. I'm like, fucking did ya?
Did you see Garn just like, I don't know if
He
it was
just walked
related
out.
to thinking it was a
Yeah,
robbery,
Garn-
but he looked fucked, but he was like, yeah, no, I'm not
Nah,
doing it.
he wasn't happy with everything, obviously. Like, he
Yeah.
didn't think he won.
And they had to call him back in. They were like,
yeah.
this is your job. We pay you for this.
I
Can't
just
coach
that
ball."
happens all the time, and we'll get to this in the boxing. How one of the judges scored it too. How the fuck does this keep happening? I don't understand. When
Dana-
so many people are like, "That was wrong." Dana pulled Volkov up after it and said that was shit.
He said you were fucked.
"Yeah, you got fucked."
You got fucked.
You won't find a more honest CEO than him, though.
What
Nah.
the fuck?
So that was pretty shit. Bryce Mitchell had a really good knockout. And just carried on after, which we'll get to a bit later. He's a proper.
Was it a shock to you?
That cunt is a fucking tripper. He makes a few good points here and there, but a proper god-bothering tinfoil hatter.
Yeah.
Fuck me. I would not enjoy his company at all, and I would end up getting choked out or knocked out for sure, I reckon. I'd say, shut
yeah, well,
the
you
fuck
probably
up.
wouldn't
Imagine sitting
win.
around a fire.
No, I'd get smoked. But that's what I'm saying. I just would not choose to be around that cunt.
Nah.
He is just...
Imagine having to sit around a fire with him at midnight. You just fucking wouldn't.
He's just one of those blokes who just rebels against everything just cause he can.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just because
Actually,
it's like, no, I might question that because I'm a fuckwit.
Just the most annoying cunts that are like that, eh? Just shut up. and
Anyway,
read.
he got a good win. Like I said, there's a couple of good points he makes as a cunt.
We
When he's
can't
like,
let him
well, I'd
know
have to
that.
wear a seatbelt. And he's like, what about the guys on motorbikes? And I'm like, actually, what the fuck is the go with that?
But why are you talking about that?
Yeah, but I'm like, who gives a fuck?
Yeah, just put it on.
Put
Just get in the
gun on.
octagon and punch, cunt.
Anyway, so he had a win.
What a fucking idiot.
Oh man, Shavkat Rachmanov and Ian Gary. It wasn't like the most exciting fight to watch, but you could tell they were 2 very skilled dudes, and Ian Gary proper proved, I think, that he deserves
Yep.
to be right up there.
It was a lot closer than I
Man,
thought it
round
would be.
5, he proper took Shavkat's back and had his fucking arm around
Rear
his
naked
neck
choke,
and
yeah.
was like right there to take the choke. So he's this far fucking off there. Pretty good fight.
Beat
Bilal
him in
Mohammad.
strikes too.
Yeah.
Beat him in
I
significant
think
strikes.
outstruck him, but Shavkat got the control time.
He had like 8 or
think.
9
Did you
minutes
just
more
say
control time.
whose name I thought you just said?
Bilal. Yeah, he come in afterwards and security didn't know he was the champ. And Joe Rogan had to say, oh, security doesn't know he's a champ. Let him in. And McGregor put a thing out saying, look, he was blowing up. going, what a way.
Oh, that is gold.
Oh, mate.
That says what we talk
It
about
just
like
shows,
to a 10.
yeah, no one wants him there.
Bilal, remember the name Mohammad. No one fucking
Is that what
does.
he's
It's like
singing?
calling
I
a bloke
think so.
tiny when he's fucking big.
Yeah.
That's
I
like
know
calling
It's
Bilal.
like what we do. Call opposite of everything.
I know a bloke called Tiny.
Yeah.
And he ain't.
Yeah, that's like Bilal, remember the name. You're not gonna.
Yeah.
No one is.
But anyway, so that lines up a thing with Shavkat and Bilal. Alexandre Pantoja beat Kaya Sakura. Submission round 2. Looked fucking impressive, man.
Yeah.
He did.
It was a fun fight to watch actually. And
Watching those little cunts just move so
So
quickly,
bro.
bro.
Yeah.
It's fucked up,
they're
eh?
fucking
How fast
they're
it is.
very quick. But anyway, that was a good Sunday. Like I said, I feel very personally ripped off.
I
there.
bet you do, mate.
That is not
It's
good.
fucked when you sort of call something. Cyril Garn was $1.35, and I'm like, I think I'm onto something here.
You
I'm
know
always shit at it, always fuck it up, and I know I cop it. But that was one where I was like, called
Well,
that.
mate, you had the feeling in your plums.
You know what you
fucking
should
felt it
get?
in me plums.
Because you do fucking get a few wrong. You should get rewarded when you get one right.
I should.
Right,
I
yes,
fucking
exactly.
called it. But anyway, here's what it is, boys.
You know what should happen? Bookmakers should pay it out.
Well,
Yes,
you should at least get your
because
money back.
you
if
know
it's like
that
it
it's
was
wrong.
It was fucked.
They'd feel dirty, wouldn't they?
Just
Oh,
a
they
justice.
should.
you know?
How do they sleep at
How do
night?
they sleep?
How do they?
Something in terms and conditions that says if Marnus
Oi,
got
I'd-
49 and he
Imagine-
got like snicked off, but he didn't. I should
Oh,
have.
yeah.
See what I mean about like how Tom was robbed.
Imagine how
if
much I
got
would have been
robbed
blowing
in that.
up if Shavkat won by knockout and
Yeah.
Paro won. I would have been blown
Oh,
up then.
bro.
Well, that was one thing you didn't have to worry
No,
about.
that's right. UFC
Unfortunately.
311 is actually shaping up to be unreal. We've got a double sniff off in the main and co-main, but
I
there's
did
really
see
good.
that, bro.
But it looks good though.
The
The rest of the
DSO.
card. So we got sniffing. We got Islam Makachev and Arman Sukumar.
Yeah.
I don't know how to pronounce
Islam
it properly.
versus Armin.
Yep, that's right.
So
Marab
much sniffing.
versus Umar Nurmagomedov. So there's a couple of sniff-offs, but 2 title fights. The press conference is that funny because they've got broken English and they're having a
Yeah.
go at each other. He's like, "You're sneaky guy."
It's so good.
Mate, Marab just is going off, and Dana's like, "Anyone else got a question?" Like trying to get in there.
Marab.
Yeah, Marab is just teeing off.
Dvalishvili.
Yeah, is
Is he?
blowing up, and he's like, "You're sneaky, mate."
I
Like,
love
just
it, eh?
going
I
off.
love it. One person
Oh.
just goes, "I smash you, brother," and they
Yeah.
go, "No, I smash you,
Yeah,
brother."
they're like, it's just this fucking.
There's so much smashing.
It was pretty funny, but the rest of that. So have a look at that if you haven't. It's fucking pretty funny. Yeah, you're a sneaky guy. But the rest of it, so we got Yuri Prohaska
Oh, yeah?
versus Jamal Hill. So that'll be a stand and bang. Benil Dariush versus Renato Moicano.
Moicano, yeah.
Molotalo.
Moicano. So that'll be a good one. Kevin Holland's fighting in it. Johnny
Oh,
Walker,
yeah?
Peyton Talbot. So Jailton, that big, I think Brazilian dude. So there's a heap of fucking
That'll
good
be.
fights.
I actually hope that Jamal Hill wins. Just to see how he just keeps
Yeah.
chirping.
I
He
just
thinks he's
can't.
still like, yeah,
He
worthy
thinks
of
he's
a
been
shot.
robbed.
Yeah,
He got
you
right.
literally got
So, but see
slapped,
where he
cunt.
approached Pereira in the gym, and Pereira just threw gloves at him and said, "Get in there."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Hill was saying, he was like, "No, I was saying we don't need gloves or something." I'm thinking, oh, the body language really didn't show that.
Let's get in.
Because these are two blokes that have both just been fucked up by Pereira. So it's like,
Yeah.
what are they going to fight?
well,
what's his
Prohaska
name?
can't get
Roundtree.
another go, surely. He
No, well, who can?
Well, I don't know.
Ferreira's
if he
just going to
beats-
have to go down to fucking flyweight.
But anyway, like that, I think that's a good card though. Like they've mixed the sniffing with some swinging.
They've left the sniffing to the end.
And the sniffing press conferences are quality.
It's
yeah,
funny
that's the best part
because
about it.
it's that their English. It's sort of that shit. Is that it's
funny.
good?
But how often?
That's why I love listening to Usyk because
Yes.
his English is terrible.
Yeah.
And when he does bang
It's
out a
funny.
sentence, it's funny as fuck.
But you got to remember, like I laugh at it and that, but how hard would it be not only speaking a second language, but like teeing off in one,
Mate,
trying
or
to
like
be
being quick and like
disrespectful,
going at him and that.
Whenever I fucking pull Wendy up, like, you know how good her English is.
Yeah.
It's like, you wouldn't even know.
No,
It
it's
sounds
great.
American half the time. And she'll like say one thing that's like grammatically not quite right. And I'll fucking,
Pull her
she
up.
hates it.
Oh.
When you go, oh, it's actually is instead of are or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Like you say,
She'd be like, whatever.
how is you? Not
Yeah.
like that. But
Yeah,
how
yeah,
is
yeah.
you? No, it's how are you? And she'll just go, well, you try speaking two fucking languages.
100%. I'd be the same. I used to blow up at me mum and it was me only one. Oh, what I'd say, yeah. Anyway, so that's a good card. Like it's looking fucking good. They've balanced it really well.
I can't remember ever seeing like sniff versus sniff, like no-mo sniff versus
And
no-mo
now you got a
sniff.
DSO.
Well, you
And
had
now
one
it's
on
a
the
lot.
weekend. You had that Aljamain Sterling verse. I can't pronounce his name.
Yeah, but no-mo sniff.
yeah,
No-mo
versus
smash
no-mo.
you, brother.
Well, I don't know if
Yeah.
Armin is no-mo.
Sounds no-ish.
Looking at the name
No,
and the
well, the
flag,
flag-
it looks like
well,
he
the-
sniffs.
Yeah, I know,
Nah,
but-
but I mean not no-mo sniffing.
Oh,
like not
yeah.
Dagestani
Yeah, yeah.
sniff and
Smash
sniff.
you, brother,
Yeah,
sniff.
smash brother wrestle bear fuck
I'll
till
check
you. sort of.
fucking leggings.
Yeah, have a look.
bloody-
But
where
the
he's
second
from.
one's definitely a sniff off, like
Big
friggin'.
time.
What's his name?
They'll lift the canvas up. They'll sniff that hard.
Petros.
Going just the last one on the UFC too. UFC 312 in Sydney. I'll be heading to that, and I'm not
yeah.
exactly fired up about it.
Even Strickland and Drykus.
I thought you got fucking.
and
Zhang Weili Zhang
Volk's
as
not
the
on it.
co-main.
it's not official yet, but
Volk not on it?
No.
Oh, okay.
And
I thought-
Weili
You
Zhang.
told me last week.
Well, fucking, that's all that was everywhere.
it was reported, yeah.
Weili Zhang versus Tatiana Suarez.
but
Yay.
they fucking can bang.
Yeah, but fuck
Weili Zhang's a
The
fucking
one on
banger.
fuck off, a little Chinese lady. No, I want
Yeah.
to see fucking banging.
you get-
Where's Kamzat? Where's fucking Pereira?
You
Where's
get-
some animal?
Yeah, but that's what would happen every time that
You're
some
getting a
cunt's got a
great-
card in their city.
You're getting a great main event with Drykus and Strickland, though.
Oh, it'd be a good
I think
lead up here
Drykus
in
is going to
Strickland.
fucking murder him,
Yeah.
personally.
See, I'd rather
the
see
co-main?
I'd rather see Kamzat versus Drykus for the main event.
Yeah, but it's only right that Strickland is a shot.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean that's not what I want to see more. Like, I mean, if
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
going to it live, just personally, I'm going Weili Zhang does
I
not
know,
get
but
me just fucking.
Remember, it's one event. Like,
Dana should
know
have
what I'm
consoled
saying?
you, Tom.
What do you mean?
like it is coming to Sydney. I get it. You're coming to Australia, but it's still just another UFC card. What
Yeah.
about the one on the weekend? Do you
Yeah.
reckon whatever city that was in, they're going, oh, that's fucked. They come to our city where, like, you know what I mean?
Well, look at the one at 311.
Yeah.
Look at the fucking fighters on that cunt. Where are they? Where are some of
Well,
those
they're at
level names?
311.
But that's what I'm saying.
would have just appreciated some Aussie. You would have
I
appreciated
think, I
Volk.
think I
You wanted
saw.
Volk.
Oh, well, fuck. Surely.
It
Everyone
makes
wants
a
Volk.
lot of sense.
Like
to
at
have
the moment,
Volk, so I
I'd
don't
say
know
they
why
will
not.
put him there. I saw it's not there yet, but I saw Justin Tuffer has been announced, so that'll be
Makes
good.
sense.
Surely Jack Jenkins and people like that are going to get put on there, which will fire me up. But
Even-
yeah, I just the co-main. I'm like, oh.
Jack Della.
I bet you
he
that'll
might fight.
be the fucking best fight. You watch them two just bang.
Hope so.
Yeah.
Women's strawweight just doesn't get me flocking.
Yeah, I know, but I reckon she fucking is that tough, that little Chinese
Mate, I
lady.
am not questioning her fighting ability. It's purely me, selfishly, on what I want to fucking
You
watch.
want rugby
Milk
league-
Van, I'm paying to go and watch.
Yeah, you
Well,
want rugby
Armin-
league UFC.
Back on Armin.
Old milk,
He's
yeah.
got a
Legan.
mustache.
Legan said he's
does.
like kind of it's like he's trying to grow one. you
Yeah,
know?
see, it's there.
So
It's there.
The mo's there.
It's there.
Yeah.
So but yeah, still a sniffer.
He's going to be sniffing.
Yeah.
But
Righto.
anyway, well, Jimmy Crute's on it. But anyway, we'll get to that. I just wanted to announce it a little bit and have a bit of a chat because we're not going to be back until fucking...
Yeah, for sure.
Everything
and obviously
will be
we've
there
got
by
these
then.
two huge fights coming up. Fury Usyk, the whole world's going to watch that. And then
Yeah.
before that, just after that, Christmas Eve.
That's right.
You got our man, Sammy Goodman. And we did have a bloke on the weekend.
Yeah, Liam Paro, mate, he just got just outclassed, I think, by Hitchens.
Well,
Like,
we
he looked
just-
good early. I think he won 3 rounds, I reckon, out of the first 4.
Well, we just needed 2 of the same judge that was watching.
Oh, mate. But from about round 5 onwards, it seemed pretty one-sided, unfortunately,
Yeah.
the Hitchens. Hitchens didn't do anything exciting, stuck to a game plan and fucking nailed it. Like, just won. It always hurts when an Aussie goes down. The one judge had it, I think, 117 to 111 for Paro, and, mate,
That is nuts, eh?
This is what I mean about the judge shit.
It was literally reversed.
I'm the biggest casual ever, but no fucking way on earth.
Has it cut? Maybe because it was literally reversed, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Was it 117, 111 the other way on the other 2 scorecards?
I don't think both. One might have been.
So has he just fucked up the
Man,
columns?
I don't know.
We
You know
need
what I
to
mean?
see maybe a mid-fight. If it wasn't for our Aussie, we need to see a mid-fight.
There was actually
sacking
2
again.
Puerto Rican judges and 1 Aussie. I really hope the Aussie wasn't the one that...
Man,
Paro
that,
though.
What would have made sense?
that just screams because it was
It was just a fuck up of...
he's
a
fucked the
technical-
column.
Surely.
Yeah.
Surely. But
I don't
nothing.
know.
I haven't read anything about it.
Because, man,
so-
that was like when they announced that, I went, oh my God. Like, I was all about Paro. I had money on him. I'm fucking
like,
all,
ooh, he's
I'm
gonna
all
get
for him.
gifted
I
money.
went, I wouldn't have even been, I wouldn't have slept right at night if I won money
No,
on
you would have
fucking-
given it back, would you?
No. I just would have felt a bit bad for about a minute.
He wouldn't have slept right, but he would have had a fat bank account.
But anyway, mate, it's first loss on Paro's career.
Yeah.
You know, fucking, you can't do it. Every cunt can't be Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah,
and
that's
not
right.
get 1-0.
That's
So-
the precedent that's fucking set
one-
now in
yeah.
boxing too. Is that you have to be undefeated.
Well,
But mate, do you know what
Yeah,
I'd love
true.
to see now? So we got Paro, who's just lost the world title. Cambosis, he's been around that
yeah.
thing. I'd love to make a main and co-main domestic fight in Australia. You go Paro, Cambosis, Tim Zouza, Rafa. Put them on the same card and sell out a fucking...
yeah, I
So
agree
that's
with you.
some
But
cool.
do we want to just because that's basically Zoo and Paro going right? We're just going to go back to domestic here.
But what's...
You know
it's
what
a
I mean?
step
Like I don't want
backwards.
to.
What's Zoo? Where's he
I know.
got to sort of go?
He's-
Paro's probably
yeah.
got more of it, but Cambosis, man, he's only fought the top cunts the
Yeah.
last 3 or 4
Haney,
fights. So he's not. So
Lomachenko.
Paro's not really going back
No,
fighting
sure,
Cambosis.
yeah.
And Tim Zoo hasn't really got an option to call out a big name.
No.
So I just reckon, how good would that be to sell out
Yeah.
a fucking
that
somewhere
would
in
be
Australia?
fucking awesome for Aussie biffing.
I reckon.
Oh,
We'd love
we'll
to
get
see
Big
it.
Georgie.
Anyway,
on the phone.
I'll
We'll let him
give
know.
I'll
He's
give
part of
George
the
a text,
RLC.
boys. I'll just put it.
Yeah,
to
well,
him.
he is our manager for the RRLC.
Yeah, that's right.
So,
But
think he's
anyway,
got time.
Yeah, fucking always hurts. But we've got a chance Christmas Eve, boys, to get a title back. Currently, we've
Early
only got
Christmas present.
Sky Nicholson now and fucking Jai Apataya, who is fighting next year at the Gold Coast
Is he?
Convention Centre. Yep, he's bringing a fight back home, which will be cool. So
Fucking oath.
we'll obviously get to all that next year. But yeah, being the last show, I sort of wanted to just give everyone a little bit of a fucking
Little bit of
plug
a
of what's
100%.
going on.
I've just got one before we hand out the illustrious squeeze.
Yeah.
Juan Soto.
Oh, dude.
I did see
This
this deal,
is-
man.
He's just gone. He's a baseballer in America. If you've been living under a rock, big cunt. Plays for the New York Yankees. Played, past tense, sorry. Made the World Series this year. 2 stacked teams played the World Series. The Yankees played the LA Dodgers. Juan Soto, I think he hits off first he did for the Yankees.
Well, if you're wrong, Luke Smith is going to
He's now
fucking tell you.
gone and signed for the New York Mets, same city. So let's just fucking woo
That's
up.
big
that's handy.
turncoat
Let's just
behaviour.
that is turncoat
The Subway
behaviour right
Series.
there.
Yeah, that's fucked.
He's gone from the New York Yankees to the New York Mets on a 15-year deal for, this is in Aussie dollars, $1.19 billion over 15 years. That is fucking insanity. Man.
Right, so can I just say, we talk about like that's a grub act, right? Going against your opposite thing. I would do some fucking dirty things for that.
I'd do a lot worse than go to a rival team for that much money.
Are you kidding?
Yeah.
I tell you what,
fuck's
if
that?
I was playing for the Bronx and Redcliffe rang me up and said, "Hey, come here for fucking,
Oi, bud.
Oi, come here.
I,
We know you're going to be no good in about 8 to 9 years' time, but we'll pay you for 15, and we'll give you about 50 million US a season."
I don't give
How
a
old
fuck
is this bloke?
who is
25.
calling with 1.1 billion. I'm answering.
Yeah.
Anyone on this
I
planet.
know.
But what's
I
the
know.
go? So he's 25, 15 years. What's the age that baseballers
I
normally
don't
Not that
know.
old.
I don't know enough about baseball, but why do they do such long contracts?
Well,
compared
I
to
asked
other
our man
sports?
on the ground, L. Smith, about this,
Yeah.
and he reckons this one is going to fucking change baseball contracts forever.
That's what they said about Shohei.
Yeah, and it did, didn't it?
Yeah, that's a great point.
Oh, I don't understand. I think from what Luke sort of said to me on the phone was he is he is young still, and he does have a lot of talent.
Yeah.
So they'll use him at the club even if he's not playing to
Okay.
like mentor and shit
So
like
they've
that.
sort of booked him in to say, bud, you'll be used here. Even if you're a bit old or getting a little bit long in the tooth, we'll be using you to bring people
Yeah.
through and as a mentor.
Yeah.
And you're going to be a
And-
marketing point.
And like, hopefully he's fucking still good at 35 and
Yeah.
he's playing. But that's insane
remarkable.
to me to pay someone for
Mate, he'll be
15
getting that many
years.
needles.
Yeah, I
Oh, you got a sore shoulder, do you, mate? Well, we got to roll a strap and tape. Get out there.
I can't fathom the size of the deal because
Mate, how's
normal
this? Let me
sport
break
deals
it
are
down
fucking-
for you.
Is this in US?
What's
Aussie?
that one, Gripes? That's US, is it?
It's USD.
That's per game. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
looks
so
US.
it sort of
an
breaks it
American
down.
graphic.
765 million US. So
Yeah.
this is all US dollars.
Yeah, so US dollars, so it's 314,000 per game,
So say
980,000 per week, 140,000 per day, 5,840 per hour, 97 per minute, and $1.60 per second. What the fuck?
So 314,000. What was that per week?
Yeah,
So he's on
per game, sorry. It's
Per game.
980,000 per week.
That's more than
Yeah,
a
'cause
million
they-
a week, cunt.
So per game he's on 500k Aussie.
Holy fuck.
Wait, not for a year. For 15 of
And
the
they play a
cunts.
lot of games in a season, don't
161.
they? Wow.
That's
man.
amazing, man. That's just
Crazy.
fucking crazy.
And his contracts.
Oh, good on the cunt.
Yeah.
If some bloke
Yeah,
can
he's
do
just-
that, man.
That's
fucking
generational wealth.
good on ya.
Smithy L. Smith said to me, this has all come from him. Like, if I forget to say Luke said it, he did.
Yeah,
What's his name? Aaron Judge. He got MVP for his side of the fucking however it worked. They got the American League and the National League. He got MVP for his league this year.
Yeah.
Hit so many home runs. At this rate, he's going to go down as a fucking superstar player. And to put it in context, I think his contract's worth 300 million.
Yeah.
And this is 760. Like,
Yeah, that's
fucking,
astronomical.
it's just nuts. Like, there's all these massive superstars that are on a third of the money.
It
And
seems
then-
to only really be like, obviously you see massive lucrative deals in like soccer, but it's Saudi Arabia.
Is that the biggest? Is that the biggest sports contract that there's
gotta
been?
be.
Biggest in baseball in terms of dollar value.
What about in sports in general?
Oh,
It's fucking
Yeah, I
gotta be
don't
up
know.
Like
there, man.
Have to
fucking
be
man,
up.
No
there
one's
can't be that
made-
many that are more than that.
Off
no,
one
because
contract.
of the period, because it's
Yeah.
15 years.
Yeah.
And it's that's why it's 760 because of the year.
That's
thing
what I
as
can't
well.
fathom.
Like,
Because only team in soccer that is like signs people for that long of contracts and that kind of coin is Chelsea now. Fucking big surprise. Todd Bowley, however you pronounce it, LA Dodgers. He used to be the owner. So that's a baseball bloke coming in and he's throwing out these big deals and everyone's just going, like, nothing's really past a 4 or 5
There's
year
got to
deal
be
in normal
there's got to
sports.
be a fair few rock solid clauses.
Oh,
in
there would
those
be
contracts.
underlying clauses.
L. Smith
Well, what's
said
he
he
got?
could not find anything he cannot find it anywhere in any baseball contract where if he fucking snaps his leg in half and never plays again, he gets paid.
He does.
Yeah. Like, there's no.
Oh, there's a bus
Yeah, but
coming.
are they disclosing this fucking
Oh, no.
information? Or are they just going, oh, we don't have to fucking tell you?
Well, I don't know. But I imagine it'd be like any contract. Like, oh, look, mate. As if your fucking manager is going to go, oh, yeah, no, he's got to pay it back if he breaks his fucking hand.
Yeah, fuck
You
no.
know?
Ah, fuck. That it's just insanity, isn't it?
Oh, it's so much money.
Just love
and
to
like
have
you
that
said,
much
you
money.
are just leaving immediately. Oh. If fucking someone
Oh,
calls you.
fuck yeah. cunt.
I wouldn't even. Yeah.
Oh, here you go.
Imagine seeing $1.1 billion is calling. Oh,
Here you
hello,
go.
mate.
Would you play for New South Wales?
Yes.
You didn't even
I don't give a fuck, bro.
Oh.
Yep. Yep. I would play. I would
Nah,
open the batting for
I couldn't
England and then play for New South Wales during.
No, I don't think it.
1.1
No, but
billion.
I wouldn't have
1.2.
any mates.
Yeah. No one to spend it with.
No one that
Yeah.
actually likes me.
Yeah, they'd pretend.
Yeah.
They'd call
No,
you a
man, that's a
sellout.
tough call. I'd have to sit there and think about it and say yes or no
Tom,
later.
it's not, is it? It's $1.2 billion.
No, that's what I said. I'd have to sit there and think about it and then say yes.
Yeah,
a day
I would
later.
think about it for about negative 10 seconds and just go, give me the money, cunt.
You're right. Jason's
That's a
being
lot.
realistic.
That's a lot of dough.
I'd have to think a bit.
Yeah, for negative
That's
10
fuck.
seconds.
But that's pretty much saying, would you suck a cock for that much?
Yes, I would.
I don't know if I could.
I would,
One
bro.
point- 1.2 billion.
Nah,
fuck
you
off.
are all lying to
No,
yourself
I'm
if
not.
you said
I'm
you
not
wouldn't.
lying to myself.
You are.
No,
You are. Oh, it's because he's loaded. That's why.
Yeah, he's already
He's
No,
gone.
trying
well,
to
I've got, I do like my job and it's going all right. But I just don't know.
I will cop shit for the rest of my life, but
Yeah.
if there's a dick in front of my face
Oh,
and
no,
$1.2
stop,
billion, you're all fucking lying if you
What,
think
are
you
you
wouldn't
just-
suck it.
You just
Yeah,
fucking.
you're right.
It's the truth.
The kid's
It's
right.
the truth.
I didn't say it, but you're
not.
right.
Thank you.
I'm not.
You're not quite comprehending how much $1 billion is.
It's a lot, man. It's a lot.
What are you gonna? No.
I think McGregor's worth $500 million. You know,
Yeah, he sold his fucking whiskey for 700.
Anyway.
I don't need
No
that
more
much to be happy
cocksucking.
though.
It would make me pretty happy.
No, yeah, it'd help. What, the
I think-
cocksucking part or the money?
No, I'd use the 1.2 billion to go get brainwashed and forgetting that I sucked a cock.
What's it called? A lobotomy.
Yes, take me frontal lobe out, cunt. I don't give a fuck.
Just be a veggie.
When I was in stitches.
Right, have we got anything else? Because seriously,
What else would you do for $1 billion, Jason?
Literally anything.
that's all I had on Juan. Good
Yeah,
on you,
man.
mate.
I'm pretty.
Oh, his
covered for me,
contract's
mate.
actually front loaded as well. Like, you know how we were talking about the Otani deal, how he's getting $3 million a season, a measly old 3.
Yeah.
Dirty,
And then when
dirty
he's-
old 3.
When he's not even playing for the team anymore, he'll be still getting paid
Yep.
because they've like back ended his contract. This one's front ended, so he's going to get more in the first 5 years than he will in the last 10. And he gets a little signing bonus too, by the
Oh,
way. Just
yep,
a little
that'll be small.
$75 or $72 million signing bonus.
Does he?
That's insanity. And you know what? He don't even have to fucking move.
No, he can just stay in his.
He will not have to spend a single expense like, oh, you know what? The housing's more expensive in this
I'll tell
city,
you what.
or I've got to move and adjust
Would
for
you
my
even
kids.
wash your clothes?
just
No,
buy
you
new
just get a
clothes.
new
dropped.
one, eh?
Like step one would just be every day, just
Literally.
a new freshie.
I've thought about that, eh? It's like, how much fucking clothes they have?
Would you even wash your clothes? Nah,
Just have a
new,
big-
just new pair of jocks every day.
Just a massive skip bin in your bathroom, and you just
And
throw
guess
it all
what?
in.
Yuck. The cunt wouldn't even have to pay for them.
No.
He'd just get them. Step one is
be
sponsor him.
sponsored, yeah,
He'd
that's
get more money.
It would literally be like fucking 0.0001 of a cent to us.
You know what? I
let alone
hope
him.
he buys his fucking mum a house.
I'm
Get in
sure he would buy his mum,
I reckon he
his
would've.
uncles, his aunties, his brothers, his sisters, his
Yeah.
grandkids, great grandkids.
Yeah,
You
and
get
he
the
didn't have
point.
to suck no cocks.
No, he didn't. He
Not
was
like
just
you,
He was
Jason.
just good at baseball.
You cocksucker.
Have you got any other
Profit.
sports, boys?
No.
Mate, I think that's
Well,
fucking pretty
I'll
much
just
covered. There's been
quickly-
a bit of rugby, but I mean, we'll cover that next year.
I forgot
It's cricket season.
your favourite segment.
Oh.
Last one of the year, mate. Last one of the year.
Oh, I'm shattered.
Boys,
Can we do an
McLaren,
extra sports show so
Oscar
we can talk about
Piastri,
it?
Yeah.
the Aussie,
Yeah.
and his mate Lando Norris, McLaren, they've won the Constructors.
Oh, good on 'em.
First time since 1998. Well
Fucking
done.
oath.
Aussie gets a fucking F1 title, even
Oh,
though
that
it's,
is good.
it's not the drivers, but it's the Constructors.
We
so
still
well
like
done.
seeing an Aussie in any sport succeed.
They both, so if one car had have won the weekend, it didn't matter what Ferrari did, they couldn't catch them. So the goal was, let's get one of these fucks to win, and then doesn't matter what happens behind us, they can't catch us. So they go out and qualify first and second. They're on the front row of the grid, first and second, you fucking beauty. 2 McLarens at the front. Couldn't have gone any better. First corner, Max Verstappen goes up the inside, spins Piastri around, and he's last after one corner.
Piastri or
Piastri.
Oh.
And it was like, holy fuck, worst possible start there. What just happened? Max got a 10-second penalty because he's fucking done the dirty. Cunt. Didn't matter to him. He'd already won the drivers. So,
Yep.
anyway, Piastri's at the tail end. His race is fucked. It's over. But Norris didn't look back. He had that much pace. They would have finished 1-2 if that didn't happen. He had that much pace. He stayed in front. He won it. McLaren win the bloody Constructors. Well done, boys. Good on you, Oscar.
stuff.
Hopefully we can cheer you on for the Drivers' Championship next year.
Fucking oath.
And it should be a cracker because Lewis Hamilton goes to Ferrari.
Yeah, a bit of a change
He
up, bit of a
actually,
shake up.
he fucking pulled off an unbelievable drive. He started way down the grid, ended up 4th in his last race for Mercedes. And Charles Leclerc, he got driver of the day. He drives for Ferrari. He got like a massive penalty in qualifying and he had to start 19th and he ended up 3rd. He was fucking
Wow.
8th after about 2 laps. It was unbelievable.
Just making ground in
It
a
was
fast
like-
car.
He'd gone from 19th to 8th, and Piastri had gone from 2nd to fucking 18th, and it was like, oh no, are they going to fucking blow this? But they didn't. Well done, McLaren. And that's all the F1 for 2024, ladies and gentlemen. That was for
Beautiful
you,
stuff.
Shane Hopton.
There you go, brother.
Squeeze of the week. Great friend of the
Squeeze of
show.
the
The
week.
last squeeze, actually, for 2024.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys will still be
Chirping.
fucking putting squeezy
Fucking
moments in the
hell.
RLC all over
Absolutely.
bloody
Give it a hide.
Christmas time. But we know the product. They've brought it out. It stopped the nation. They're trying to make it in the US. They've made it into BCF. What a Christmas present.
Well, it
That
allowed
is
a lot of
all
people.
I will say is what a Christmas present.
Sounds like a pretty good Christmas
It is. It
present.
allowed,
God.
you say stop nation. It allowed a lot of people to sit there and stop and just think, why the fuck hasn't anyone thought of this
That's
earlier?
exactly what I've got here.
Surely you've got an
just-
uncle or an old boy who just drinks sauce flat out.
Mate.
He's an old Reggie pisshead. What a perfect
Or
present for
not,
him.
just get one anyway.
I
just can't stress enough. It's like if you're doing Secret Santa with your family
It's
or anything,
just
it's
perfect.
cheap and it's so fucking good.
It's just perfect. I think Ash and the team, when they invented it, would have been sitting there and would have had the same thoughts that the first bloke to slice bread would have thought. He would have just went, this just makes so much sense and it's
It
so
does.
perfect.
It's crazy how they've just hit the nail on the head and how no one found the nail to hit before them. They've
That's
done,
right.
done a great job.
Credit to 'em.
Jump on the standardsqueeze.com. Order yourself some squeezes. Get some merch. Order a fucking esky if you don't have one.
A squeeze.
Use the code Reggie15. You'll get 15% off at checkout. Or head into BCF. They've got their little stall there set up. You can grab squeezes from there. I believe squeezes, all the different sizes, are the only thing they have in BCF at the moment.
Yep.
So you want any merch, you want 4-in-1s, jump on standardsqueeze.com. Use the code Reggie15. 15% off at checkout. Who are we giving it to? I think the golfer's out. We've scratched him.
We put a line through him.
He's done well because he called it on himself. We've got big cool boy, Harshit. Mohammad Siraj, obviously giving the big send-off.
Can we do Siraj and Big Hard Poo?
I'm unsure.
I'm a Siraj voter,
yeah.
Yeah,
but that's just me.
Just
I reckon
Indian
it's probably got
bowlers.
to be him, just
I just-
because he.
I definitely hear where you're coming from, Gropes, but
Siraj has
chirping a
been-
bloke of 140.
Yeah.
Siraj has been a long time coming because he's always been cocky. He'll run down. He won't even appeal. He'll just go straight.
Oh,
to the
yeah.
keeper. He turns around. He's like, "What?" And they're like, "Cunt, I'm not out."
Yeah,
he's been
he's a
doing
wanker.
it for fucking ages. And then the beer snake incident with Marnus, and then now.
You know
Toys
what?
out
I'm
the
not
cop.
even sending one to him
Yeah.
either.
Nah, fuck him.
Fuck no, cunt. You can go online. You're not even getting
Yeah.
15% off.
You're not even getting the squeeze either.
The only other bloke who might have been in the running was old mate that got run out on the last ball.
That is pretty
Riley
squeezy.
Meredith.
Yeah.
That
But
was
he's an
very
Aussie, so
squeezy,
we'll
but
give
he
him
has
a
gotten
break.
away with murder there.
Ooh,
He's
big
lucky
time.
that they played a test match.
Yeah,
in the
he's just
same
lucky that
weekend.
there was other shit cunts in the world at the same week as him.
Shit her.
Yes,
Shitter.
that's right.
Yeah.
Righto.
Mate, we talked about Christmas gifts, and the standard squeeze would be a great one. Another great one if you still need to bump your budget up for your Secret Santa, or you just want to give someone a fucking hat. I'll
another
tell you
great
what,
one.
it's hot as fuck
another
in
great
Australia
one.
right now. It is hot, and you need to get out of the sun. And the only way to get out of the sun, baby, is with a CTC Country Trucker Cap. They also come in the stonkers, which will keep you out of the fucking
I
rain
love
as
me
well.
big stonker
So
sitting beside
get
me at
in
the
there
moment. You got
and
one?
grab one. Head to thecountrycompanies.com. That's where you go for one of the designs that Knuckles has already got. Chase is just chirping over there. Sorry. And go to countrytruckercaps.com if you want to design your very own. So
Beautiful.
Get the fuck amongst it. Who are we going to go for our
Do we just
captain
give
of
it
the week?
to Siraj's father?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Daddy Head.
We'll give it to Heady.
Daddy
He's
Head.
gotta be.
Yeah.
It's
I
either
thought-
that or because the women had a good crack as well. I was thinking, do we just go Cricket Australia?
Yeah,
Or do we
as an
wanna go
organisation.
As an organisation.
Just the comeback from our first game, and then the girls
Yeah.
doing well.
Yeah,
I don't know.
righto.
I'll happily give it a head. We all love a bit of head.
We'll get that India.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, get that right, India.
This has been your calling moment. I know there's no insert, man, so I'm struggling over here.
No,
You just need to do the backup at one.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, maybe that actually might do it. I'm running the one on this hat at the moment.
Holy
no,
cunt.
fuck,
He
you've got
must
a
be
big
that
dome.
smart.
Yeah, it's big
Yeah.
brain.
No, he is. He's all over it.
But yeah, boys, fucking. I just want to say we've obviously got the punch show, which will be a bit of a
Prezzo night.
Prezzo night,
is,
bit of a
awards night.
celebration of a big year on the punt and stuff like that. But obviously, the last sports show of the year, I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone who's listened, watched, fucking bought some merch, just got around everything we've been doing. The support's been awesome.
Fucking
So,
oath. 2024 has been our biggest yet,
Yeah.
other than
It's only
well,
gonna get
2023
bigger, I
was our
reckon.
other one.
that's right. Some exciting things to come. Obviously, we got the racehorse, which is going to hopefully do some good things next year.
Yep.
Come to fruition. We've got some events that we want to do, and it's just making everything bigger and better. And we're fucking pumped to have you along
yeah.
for the ride.
Don't forget, we've got 3 special episodes coming out in the next 3 weeks.
Yeah.
One will be out next Wednesday. One will be out on the 23rd, 2 days before Chrissy, and then one will be out New Year's Day.
Yeah.
To kickstart your new year. And we'll be back on the 8th or something, I
Yeah,
think it is.
something like that.
First sports show back on the 8th. We'll have plenty to discuss.
I think it'll be just
imagine.
a good one to just catch up as well.
Bit of a
Yeah.
recap, yeah. 3 weeks off. It's been a while since we haven't seen each other for 3 weeks.
Yeah, well, I dare say we won't just not see each other.
Yeah,
That's a good point. But
probably.
behind
Hopefully,
this bar,
but you know, I'll probably run India.
India.
And yeah, I'd be tuning in for the punch show. I don't reckon I'll be saying too much about anything that happened over the weekend.
no, I won't say a word either.
It's going to be good. Presentation night. We'll still get a bet in from most of the boys. I've said yes, fucking throw us a bet for whenever too. Whenever
yeah.
over
Whatever
the
the
Chrissy
fuck you
period.
want,
Doesn't
yeah.
matter when. So yeah, tune in. We'll see you Friday.
Fucking oath.
Hooroo.